मिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जगद्गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की, श्री चतुर्मास की। हरे कृष्णा। सो बड़ा पवित्र चतुर्मास चल रहा है और इस चतुर्मास के अंतर्गत हम सब महा महोत्सव मना रहे हैं।
Hare Krishna, we are extremely fortunate that during this Chaturmas's auspicious time, we are celebrating this grand Janmashtami Parv or festivities. So in our Vedic religion, it is considered to be very auspicious and is celebrated with great grandeur. But in other religions as well, it is celebrated. In Bharatvarsh, there is a sect of Jainism, so they also perform extreme austerity during these 4 months. And for all the followers of Sanatana, what are the glories of this Chaturmasya? As you all are aware, that Lord Vishnu, which Vishnu? So this Vishnu in the backdrop. So here we have all the facilities. So this Lord Vishnu, although he resides very, very far away from us, so earlier they used to have a channel that was Doordarshan. So the audience with the Lord is far away. Dur means far and Darshan is the audience. So how far is the Lord from us? On top of Mother Earth, there are others with lokas. So after crossing these 7 planets only or lokas, only then you can reach to the Vaikuntha or the eternal abode of the Lord. But what are the glories of this Chaturmasya? That during these 4 months, the Lord, although he resides so far, far away from us, but for 4 months he comes very, very near to us. Because according to the pastimes of Bali Maharaj and Vaman Prasang, as you all are aware, I'm not going to repeat that. So when Vaman Lord became the bodyguard or guard at the doors of Bali Maharaj, Lakshmi ji tied a Raksha Sutra and asked for her husband back. But the Lord, by leaving, said that although I am leaving you, but for 4 months, I will give an excuse that I am sleeping and I will leave Vaikuntha and I will reside with you.
तो अभी बलि महाराज सूतल लोक में है,
So Bali Maharaj is in Sutalok,
तो भगवान
and for 8 months the Lord is very, very far away from us.
में 4 महीने ये
But
चतुर्मास
for these 4 months, that is the Chaturmasya, our dear Lord
बलि महाराज कहाँ,
resides
एकदम प्राणों फेंको न सीधो बलि महाराज
near
पास
the
पड़े,
Bali Maharaj's residence. So
सूतल में है।
he is very close,
आप
Sutalok.
उठाकर वैकुंठ में नहीं फेंक
If
सकते,
you
लेकिन
if
यहाँ
you
से
throw a
फेंकोगे
stone,
तो
you won't be able to send it to Vaikuntha. But Sutalok is comparatively nearer to us.
तो आध्यात्मिक जगत में रहते हैं,
Generally, the Lord resides in the spiritual sky, but right now, for these 4 months, he resides in the material world.
हमारी एक आदत है, आप लोगों की नहीं है, मेरे जैसे
And
की बात कर रहा हूँ।
there, we have this
जो
habit
ऑफिस में काम करने वाले
when the people who work in office,
वो अपने काम
although
में
they
इतना
might be
लगे
lazy or may not be careless at times,
निकट
but
आता है
when
तो सारे
the
काम
boss
पूरा
is
नहीं
near,
वो तो ऐसे बिजी
then
बिजी हो जाते हैं।
they just pretend that they are very busy.
इससे क्या होता है,
So what
बॉस के
happens by
मन में
this?
इमेज हो जाती है कि ये
The boss has this image that this person is very work
मतलब काम करने वाला।
hardworking.
फिर वो बॉस तो 2-5 मिनट आता है,
So the boss comes only for 2-5 minutes, but
बंदा काम में
this
बड़ी मेहनत
thought
करता है।
gets imprinted in his mind that this person is very, very hardworking and sincere. So this is our habit. When we go to the temple,
हमको सेवा देते हैं तो
when we get some service, we do it half-heartedly, lazily. But when the leader is there, we become very, very disciplined. And you might think that, oh wow, what
आप नहीं हो, लेकिन
great service he's doing.
तो है।
So I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about people like me. So
तो भगवान दूर रहते हैं,
so usually the Lord resides far away from us. So he is our master. He's our boss. So 8 months, for 8 months he is far away. So even if we don't perform devotional service with that much
8 महीने
seriousness, discipline, then
अपने मालिक
still it's okay. But for 4 months, the master or our Lord is
तो जब
very, very near to us. When the boss is very near to us, then if we
भगवान के मन में छाप हो जाएगी कि
keep ourselves busy with devotional service, then the Lord will think that he is very hardworking and sincere, so I should be merciful on him.
में 4 महीने चतुर्मास में भगवान
So for these 4 months,
हमसे बड़े निकट रहते हैं।
the Lord is very, very near to us. And for
जमकर भजन कर लिया,
at least for these 4 months, if we perform our unallied devotional service seriously or with
किसी की शादी थी,
great thought,
वालों की ओर से
then
गया था,
we will be
तो
benefited.
हम जहाँ जाते हैं तो
So
थोड़ी एक्सपेक्टेशन होती है,
I went
प्रभु जी कुछ
from
करें।
I went with a
मैं लड़की वालों की ओर से था और पर्सनल
I went on a marriage ceremony from I was on the bride's
ने कहा कि
side,
प्रभु जी आप
and
उपदेश दीजिए हमारी
the
बेटी
father of the daughter said
तो
that
मैंने कहा
please
देखो
speak something. So I told
लड़की को ससुराल में
them
जाने के
that
बाद केवल
once
एक
the
दो
girl
साल संभालना होता है।
leaves
फर्स्ट
for
इंप्रेशन
her
लास्ट इंप्रेशन,
husband's place, then
शुरुआत
she
के
has to
6
take care
महीने
of
1
at
साल
least 1 or 2
दीदी मत
years
जाओ,
carefully.
सास ससुर की
You
सेवा
should
करो,
wake up early, you
ये
should
करो,
serve your in-laws, you should
ससुराल
work
में
hard.
दिमाग में छाप हो
Then
जाती है कि
they
ये
will have this imprinted that this girl is
फिर
hardworking.
आगे चलकर तो फिर आप कैसे भी रहो कोई
Afterwards,
प्रॉब्लम नहीं, लेकिन जब निकट
it
हो
will be okay. But when you are
वो
near,
छाप बनाना जरूरी है।
it is
उसी प्रकार
necessary
जैसे
to
आप 4
imprint
महीने हमसे
yourself.
निकट आते हैं,
So when the Lord is here near to us,
होनी चाहिए, लेकिन 4
although we should perform devotional service for all the 12 months, but for these 4 months especially, we should work with great determination
भगवान हम पर कृपा करें।
so that the Lord becomes extremely merciful on us. So in Bhavishya Puran, Vedvyas Muni ji has written
व्यास मुनि लिखते हैं,
the verse in front of your screen.
यो विना नियमं मर्त्यो व्रतं वा जप्यमेव वा चातुर्मास्यं न येत मूर्खो जीवन्नपि मृतो हि स ये विना नियमं मर्त्यो व्रतं वा जप्यमेव वा। मनुष्य जीवन प्राप्त करके ये सुंदर मानव
After getting this beautiful human body and life, and now we have to add one more line, that we have got this online katha. We are sitting at home and we are listening to the pastimes of the Lord, and the highest month of Chaturmasya is here. And you see in the verse, Yo vina niyamam matyo, so it implies that if we don't follow these rules and regulations, martyo means mankind or humans, then vratam, if we don't keep fast, japemev, that is, if we don't chant the holy names of the Lord, so in the Chaturmasya, if he doesn't perform austerity, fast, or doesn't chant, then he is a fool. Murkho means foolish. So I'm not saying this, Srila Vedvyasji is saying this. So, and if you get hurt, then please you can contact Srila Vedvyasji. So in online, this is very convenient. I can show you. If it's not there, then people will abuse it. That they are calling us foolish. Yesterday, I was saying about the donkey that he's calling me as donkey. I'm just a postman. As you're aware, a postman just delivers the message from one place to another. So if the message is good or bad, it's the responsibility of the postman to give it. If you have done something wrong, then you might be getting penalized. Then that's not the fault of the postman. So Sri Vedvyas Muni says, Chaturmasya Navrato na japo, like, so where if he doesn't perform austerity or chant, then he is a foolish. And in the last, he concludes that Jivanapu Mrite Hisa, that means he is as good as dead. He is equivalent to a dead man. So he is almost dead. Who? The person who during the Chaturmasya doesn't perform austerity and devotional service of the Lord. And further he adds, he says the Vaishnavas, so at least we have decided or fixed that we are the worshippers of Ram, Vishnu or Krishna. So if we are the devotees of Ram or Krishna or Vishnu, or if we consider ourselves to be a Vaishnava, then we should strictly follow this Chaturmasya, because this is the time of austerity for the Vaishnavas. And this Chaturmasya is specially for the Vaishnavas to be followed to the grit. So with body we can do, or we should do many things. If you wish, I can tell you there are 15 things that you can do, or there are 15 things that you should regulate yourself or not, or avoid to do that. So he says, Vratani Vaishnavahina. So if a Vaishnava just follows it just by his heart, then all his sins are destroyed. And how many sins? Whatever sins he has accumulated in 100 births, they all will be destroyed if someone follows this Chaturmasya just by their heart. So that doesn't mean that we should just follow it with our heart. But he says that if you just follow it with your heart, then this is the result. But if you do it practically with our material senses and body, then how much austere it will be, beneficial it will be for us. So let me share a secret with you. Someone asked a question. Please listen very carefully. During the Chaturmas, the Lord sleeps. Is it correct or no? So from Shayan Ekadashi, he starts to sleep until the Utthana Ekadashi in the Kartik. He sleeps for almost 4 months. And to us, he tells Shiv Jago that we should all wake up. We should go and go attend the Mangla Aarti. He sleeps for 4 months. So he is the Lord, but we are the servants. So the question here is, the Lord sleeps for four months, then how does this world work? The world can work or survive, sustain. But if the Lord works for or sleeps for 4 months, then how will the devotees be nurtured? This is a very intelligent question. And when he is sleeping, as is mentioned, so if he sleeps for 4 months, then how will the devotees be nurtured or nourished? So when this Shayan Ekadashi comes, 4 days before the beginning of Chaturmasya, so that time the Lord sleeps, and from Dvadashi, Tridashi, Chaturdashi, Purnima. So which Purnima is this? That is Guru Purnima. So when the Lord went to sleep, 4th day is the Guru Purnima. When the Lord sleeps, then the spiritual master or Guru becomes active. So the Lord sleeps, and the 4th day Guru Purnima comes or is celebrated. So when the Lord sleeps, then the devotee is nourished and nurtured by the spiritual master. So it also implies that during this Chaturmasya, we should take a shelter of the spiritual master. We should serve him. So let me just share another secret with you. Please don't share it with others. So on the 4th day after Shayan Ekadashi is Guru Purnima. And how is the spiritual master? He is the full moon. Guru is a mother and she is complete in itself, Purnima. And all the mothers are not complete mothers. There is only one mother that is complete, and that is our spiritual master. Therefore, he is referred to as Purnima. Even the Lord, we tell the Lord that you are everything, but he also is not the full mother. He is incomplete. On which day was Lord Ram born or appeared? So when did Ramji appear? He born on Rama Navami. That is also incomplete. And Krishna appeared or manifested on Ashtami. That is the 8th day. Ramji came or manifested on the 9th day, while Krishna on the 8th day, but the spiritual master arrives on the Purnima. So even the Lord fell short, but a spiritual master completely takes responsibility and he works hard for the benefit of the disciple. So, who nourishes the devotee when the Lord sleeps? So, the spiritual master does that. That is why we venerate our spiritual master on Guru Purnima. And what is the first festival in Chaturmasya? So there are many festivals: Balram Jayanti, Krishna Janmashtami, Radha Ashtami, etc., so on and so forth. But what is the first celebration? That is the Guru Purnima. So it starts from the spiritual master. So it implies that whatever devotional service we do, we should do it under the shelter and guidance of a spiritual master. So I was speaking about the glories of this Chaturmasya, and Vedvyas ji writes, Ek bhakto nara shanto, nitya snai dhrada vrata. So if a person tries to control his senses and he bathes on a daily basis, so usually we should bathe with the cold water. Only brave will take a dip in a cold water. If you bathe in hot water, then your body gets weakened and the insects also die.
कम से कम बाथरूम सिंगर तो बनिए, फिर बाद में यहाँ मैदान में बाद में आइए. सो श्री वेदव्यास मुनि लिखते हैं कि
So Srila Vedvyas ji writes, Ek bhakto nara shanto, nitya snai dhrada vrata. So in this Chaturmasya, we should try to control our senses and bathe daily, and his firm on his austerity and follows the Chaturmasya, then Harim Sat Tasya Lok Bhak. He attains the abode of the Lord. Hari means the Lord, and Lok is his abode. So he attains the eternal abode of the Lord. So therefore, we should follow the Chaturmasya strictly, diligently. So what should we do in the Chaturmasya? As you've asked, so I'm mentioning. But if you want to know that what should we do, what should be the prohibition, so there are 15 things practically during this auspicious times. There are things that we should follow, that is the rules and regulations. That is prohibition. So in this, during this Chaturmasya, we should perform or try to be in a holy place. So there are quite a few devotees I know, they reside in holy places, or they go for a pilgrimage. So either you constantly reside in the dham, or more and more he should try to visit or go on a pilgrimage. If you are retired, then you can stay there for 4 months. But if you're busy, but yeah, as you have to run the country, the whole world revolves around you. So otherwise the world will shatter. So all this. So you all have to be busy. If you're busy, then in Chaturmasya, we should try to stay as much as we can in the holy places. So the first thing that we should do is dhamavas, or reside in a holy place. And we should wake up in the Brahma Muhurta, early morning, and chant the holy names of the Lord. So at least during this Chaturmasya, we should try to regulate ourselves. So as the Lord is near, so even if we do for 4 months, the Lord will feel that he does it regularly. So if you wake up during the Brahma Muhurta and you if you chant,
कर सकते
then
हो, ये आपके ऊपर डिपेंड है।
you can
तीसरा है
do 16 rounds, or you can do more as well as
लेना चाहिए कि हम
it
खुद
suits
को
you.
पढ़ेंगे,
And
हम
then we
खुद को
should take a vow that we will read
या फिर ज्यादा
Bhagavatam
से ज्यादा भगवान की
or
कथा
any Vedic
मेरे
scripture, or we will listen more and more of the
फिर
Bhagavatam
चौथी
Katha
वस्तु कर सकते हैं,
with
चातुर्मास में
a
दान दक्षिणा करनी चाहिए।
rule. And then
जितना
we
हो
should
सके उतना
perform
दान करे,
charity.
दक्षिणा दे।
Whatever
वैसे
is possible, we
वेदव्यास
should
मुनि ने
be
तो बहुत
charitable.
ज्यादा लिखा है
Vedvyas
कि
Muniji
एक
has
करोड़ रुपया
written,
दान करना चाहिए।
he said that real
તમે
goal
કૃષ્ણ
should
પહેરતા
be
હો તો ગામને તાંબુ
charitable.
આપવાના, એટલે હું તમને બધાના જોઈને કહું છું કે કોઈ બાત નહીં, સોને का दान मत
So
करो,
if you
लेकिन
can't
दान दक्षिणा करनी चाहिए
donate
चातुर्मास
gold,
में।
but at least we should
फिर
be charitable
चातुर्मास
during
में
this Chaturmasya.
पहला है
Then
भगवान की स्तुति करनी चाहिए,
we should
या
venerate the
भगवान
Lord.
के स्तोत्र का पाठ प्रतिदिन
We
करना
should
चाहिए,
recite
या फिर
a
भगवत
stotra
गीता
of
का
the Lord
पाठ
on a daily basis,
प्रतिदिन
or we
करना
should
चाहिए। तो
recite
स्तुति,
Bhagavad Gita on a daily
स्तोत्र
basis. So
या भगवत
Stuti,
गीता
Stotra, or
इसका
Bhagavad
रोज
Gita
पाठ करना चाहिए।
should be recited on a daily
फिर
basis.
चातुर्मास में करने लायक छठा काम,
Then the sixth thing
भजन
is
गाने चाहिए रोज,
we should
सुबह या
sing
शाम
the
को ऐसे वैष्णव भजन
bhajans
जो भी
of the song. So there are so many Vaishnava bhajans.
अच्छे लगते हो
Whatever
वो
you
गाना चाहिए
like or prefer, we
रोज
should do
भजन।
them,
और भजन किस
sing
लिए?
them.
दूसरों
And
को
why?
अच्छा लगे, मैं मेरी कला
To
दिखा पाऊं,
make
इसलिए
happy others, or
स्तोत्र
I shall
भगवान
be
की
able to
स्तुति
show
के लिए
my
गाना चाहिए।
skill. No, it's for
फिर सातवां कार्य है
the pleasure of the
इस
Lord. Then the
चातुर्मास में
seventh thing is
8
during this
एकादशी आती है।
Chaturmasya, there
पिछली
are
बार
8
तो 10
Ekadashis,
एकादशी हो गई,
and this time we had
तो
10
चातुर्मास में
Ekadashis,
8
as there was
एकादशी
Adhik
का
Mas as
पालन
well.
और तुलसी जी की
So,
विशेष सेवा करनी
so
चाहिए।
we should follow these
फिर 9वां
Ekadashis
पॉइंट है
and serve Tulsi
चातुर्मास में
Maharani.
भगवान को
And
घी
then
दान करना चाहिए।
we should
जैसे
offer
भगवान के
a
विग्रह
ghee
को
lamp
दीपदान, तुलसी
to the
माता को
Lord.
दीपदान,
We should
या फिर
offer a
चातुर्मास में
lamp to Tulsi
अखंड
Mata as
दीपदान
well.
करना चाहिए।
Or we can do an Akhand Jyoti as well.
जब मैं ऐसा कहता हूँ ना चातुर्मास
When I
में
tell
4
this,
महीने तक अखंड दीपदान
that
करो,
for
तो
4 months you
तो
should do
माता ये काम
Akhand
बहुत
one.
जल्दी कर देती
Then
है।
the mothers do this
जितना भी
very
महंगा हो,
fast,
कहीं से भी घी
no
ला
matter
दो,
how costly it is.
તમારા પતિનું ખીચું તો તમે જુઓ, અખંડ
But
દીપ
first,
आपने तो एक बार जला दिया, उसकी 4 महीना जलती
yeah,
रहेगी। तो
but
कोई बात
he
नहीं,
will be
पति को
worried.
भी उदार होना चाहिए, लेकिन क्या है
Husband should
જેને
also
जो
be big
ઈઝી
hearted.
પડતા है ना वो જલ્દી કરી
Whatever
દે। એને
easy
શું થાય,
they do
માતાઓ આમાં બહુ ઉતાવળ
easily.
રાખે, કારણ કે એને તો એટલું કઈ કમાવા જવાનું ન હોય, બિચારો પેલો મહેનત કરતો હોય। તો ऐसा वर्णन है कि चातुर्मास में अखंड
So it is mentioned that
देसी
there
घी,
should be a
शुद्ध
constant
तेल,
ghee lamp
तिल का
in the
तेल,
kitchen, in the
अखंड दीप।
temple, if
फिर
possible.
9वां पॉइंट है चातुर्मास में
Then the ninth
वैष्णव सेवा
is
करनी चाहिए।
we should serve the
वैष्णवों को
Vaishnavas.
भोज,
We
वैष्णवों
should
को
offer
वस्त्र,
them
मतलब वैष्णवों की
food,
प्रसन्नता के लिए आप उसे
clothes,
जो भी इच्छा हो,
etc.
जो भी
to
जरूरत हो,
satisfy them.
उनको
So
दे
whatever
सकते
is
हैं।
necessary, we should try to
फिर
give
10वां
them.
कार्य करने लायक
Then
है
the 10th
चातुर्मास
that
में
we should do is
ब्रह्मचर्य व्रत का पालन
we
करना
should
चाहिए।
follow the brahmacharya
फिर
or
11वां,
celibacy life. Then
चातुर्मास में
11th
निद्रा
is
त्याग देनी चाहिए,
we should try to
नींद
let
त्याग
go
देनी
of our
चाहिए।
sleep. We should
और
let go
चातुर्मास
of
में सोना
laziness.
हो सके तो, कोई फोर्स नहीं है,
And
लेकिन यदि
if
करना चाहो
possible,
तो ये सब नियम है।
then you
फिर
should
11वां
let go
कार्य
of
अपना
your
बेड
bed.
त्याग देना चाहिए, भूमि पर सोना चाहिए।
You should sleep on the floor.
ऐसा श्री वेदव्यास मुनि लिखते हैं,
And Sri
ये
Vedvyas
सब
Muni
श्लोक में
writes,
लिखा है, मैं श्लोकों को
so all
ट्रांसलेट
these
करके आपको
are
बता रहा हूँ।
mentioned in the verses form,
जैसे
but I'm just
11वां नियम
translating
है,
and giving.
मतलब
So
ये
this
है
11th
कि बिस्तर पर नहीं सोना
rules and
चाहिए।
regulation that we should not
उसमें लिखा है कि
sleep
यस्तु
on
सुप्ते
on the bed.
ऋषिकेशे
Then he has written,
शयी भवेत नरः। जो व्यक्ति
a
क्षिति से,
person,
क्षिति माने पृथ्वी, धरती,
Shiti means
शयी
Mother
माने
Earth,
सोना,
and Shai means to
तो
sleep.
वार्षिकान चातुरो मासान,
So for
चतुर्मासों
these
के
4 months,
क्षितिषु
if someone
पर
sleeps
सोता
on
है
the
तो
floor,
लभते वैष्णवीम गतिम,
Labate
तो
Vaishnavim
वे
Gatim,
वैष्णवी गति को प्राप्त होता
then
है।
he attains the abode
और
of
मैं
the
मेरा
Lord.
अनुभव आपको कहता हूँ
And let me
कि
share my
भूमि पर
experience.
सोने के बड़े लाभ हैं।
By if you
एक तो
sleep on the
आपकी
floor, it
कमर
is
में
very,
जो
very
बैक पेन
beneficial.
है वो
If you
सब
have
दूर
a
हो
back
जाएगा,
pain, then it will
आपकी बैक
be
जो है ना
destroyed.
मजबूत हो जाएगी। एक
Your back will
दूसरा,
become very strong.
भूमि पर
Second,
सोने से ज्यादा नींद
if
नहीं
you
आएगी,
sleep on
खाली
this
पड़खा
earth,
झपकते रहो, हाँ?
you will
उससे ज्यादा
not be
नींद
able
नहीं
to
आएगी।
sleep for much
तीसरा,
time.
भूमि पर सोने से जल्दी जग
And
जाओगे।
third is you will wake up
यदि आप
early in the
नर्मदा
morning.
बेड पर सोए हो ना तो अलार्म
If you are on a
बज जाएगा,
comfortable
अलार्म
mattress,
बज जाएगा, लेकिन
then
आप नहीं
the
जगोगे।
alarm will
लेकिन ये
get
मेरा
tired,
अनुभव है कि
but you
जब
won't
आप
get
बेड
up.
पर सोते हो
But
ना
it's my
तो
experience, when
अलार्म
you
के
sleep
साथ
on the
आप
floor,
जग जाओगे।
you get up
और
instantly,
भूमि तो
immediately.
हमारी माँ है ना,
And Mother Earth
पृथ्वी
is
हमारी माँ
our
है।
mother.
माता की गोद में सोना
If we
कैसे
sleep on the lap
लाभदायक है।
of Mother, it is very,
भूमि से
very
वो अर्थ
beneficial.
से अर्थिंग मिलता है, वो
So
पोषण
from Mother
मिलता है।
Earth, we get earthing, and that is nourishment and
और कार्तिक
nurture.
मास में करने, सॉरी, चातुर्मास में करने लायक कार्य,
And what
12वां पॉइंट,
12th point that we should do
झूठ
or try
बोलना
to
चाहिए।
is that
मतलब झूठ नहीं बोलना चाहिए।
so we should always speak the
और
truth,
झूठ नहीं बोलने के साथ भौतिक चर्चा,
and we should not
सांसारिक
speak
चर्चा, जिससे
or
हमारी
get
आध्यात्मिकता
engaged in
कमजोर होती
material
है, नहीं है। तो झूठ नहीं
unnecessary
बोलना
talks.
चाहिए, भौतिक चर्चा नहीं करनी चाहिए। ओके। फिर चातुर्मास में करने लायक 13वां
Then
कार्य,
the 13th thing that we
हर
should
महीने
do
विशेष
is
आहार को त्यागना
every
चाहिए।
month we should let go
मैंने
of
पालक छोड़ दिया,
particular
तीसरे
things.
महीने
So
दही छोड़
first
दिया,
month we
तीसरे महीने
let
दूध
go
छोड़ा,
of
चौथे महीने उड़द की दाल
spinach,
छोड़ा।
then curd, then milk, then
इसके विषय
urad
में मैं
dal.
कल आपको सुनाऊंगा श्लोकों
I
के
will
साथ
speak about
कि
this
एक्चुअली
tomorrow in detail with verses,
साइंस क्या है,
that what
रहस्य
is the
क्या है।
science behind the same.
फिर चातुर्मास में करने लायक 14वां
Then
कार्य,
the 14th thing that
अच्छे
we should do
पकवान,
is
स्वादिष्ट व्यंजन, भोजन, ये सब कुछ
the
त्याग देना चाहिए।
we should
जो
let go
आपको जो चीज
of
अच्छी लगती है,
favorite
पहले महीने
things.
वो त्यागा, दूसरे महीने दूसरी चीज, तो ये त्याग देना चाहिए। અને અમારા ગુજરાતીમાં કેવું હોય તો ચતુર્માસમાં
And in
એકટાણું ખાવું
Gujarati,
જોઈએ, એક
we,
ટાણા।
if I have to say that, then I
एक
would say
ये
that
वाली
you should
ये
just
भी बात
have
बहुत गुस्सा
one
आती है,
meal a
दिन भर
day.
कुछ नहीं खाते, फिर एक टाइम
So
जब खाना होता है ना,
it is
तो
also very
जितने
clear. So,
दिन बंदा
so
नहीं
they
खाता उतना एक टाइम में खा लेता है।
so they don't eat throughout the day,
कोई
but
बात नहीं,
once
जो
they
भी है
sit,
प्रयास हो
they
रहा है ना,
eat for
तो
they eat whatever
चतुर्मास
is
में
meant for
ऐसा नियम कर
3 times.
सकते हैं कि दिन
So
में
in
एक ही बार
Chaturmasya,
भोजन करें।
we can make a
आजकल ये
rule
यंगस्टर
that
इसे
we
इंटरमीडिएट फास्ट कहते हैं। ये अच्छा है,
they
साइंस
can
है,
do
एक
each
एक आयुर्वेद के अनुसार
eat
भी ये
a
बहुत
meal
अच्छी बात
each
है।
day. So
सो
which is presently called or referred to as intermittent
ये नियम
fasting,
ले सकते हैं,
and it is very, very beneficial according to
7 दिन में
Ayurveda as well.
खाए या एक बार खाए, जो भी आप अपने अनुसार।
So you can choose according to your
15वां
suitability or
समय
preference.
काल
So
के अनुसार,
15th is according to
जो भी
time, place,
उचित है, आप अपनी
circumstance,
ओर से या अपने गुरु
from
को
your end,
पूछकर कोई
or
भी
by
एक और
asking your
निर्देशक
spiritual
करके
master. You
उसका
can
पालन कर
set your
सकते हैं।
rules and regulations
सो
and follow
चातुर्मास
them.
में पालन करने लायक ये 15 नियम।
So
सो
these are
इस
the
चातुर्मास
15
के
rules and
दिन
regulations that we
हमसे
should follow.
बिल्कुल निकट आ गए हैं,
As the Lord is very
तो
near
थोड़ा
to
सा
us now,
नाटक तो नाटक कर
so
लीजिए।
at least even if we are
कुछ लोग
pretending,
कहते
at
हैं ना,
least do it.
अंदर भाव तो है नहीं,
So
बाहर से
some people say
नाटक।
that we don't
अरे
have
भाई
the
कोई
mellow
चीज
emotion, but
भीतर करता है ना,
outwardly they
तो
pretend.
देखने वाले ऑडियंस
So
कहते हैं क्या नाटक किया
even if
है?
someone
मतलब
pretends,
रोल
then
की
also
चीज है
people
वहाँ,
say that
हैं?
at least he
करके
pretended very
दिखाया।
well or
तो
acted
भगवान
very
भी
well.
सोचेंगे चलो नाटक
The
भी कर
Lord
रहा है,
will also
बढ़िया
say
कर
that
रहा है,
at least even if he's
भगवान
pretending,
प्रसन्न
he's
हो जाएंगे।
pretending well, and the Lord will become
सो इस
satisfied.
प्रकार से चातुर्मास में
So in
हमारा
this
भजन
manner,
करने की महिमा है,
we should
जिससे
try
सब
to
लोग बड़े
perform more devotional
प्रभावशाली होंगे।
service, and
इस चातुर्मास के अंतर्गत
you
11 दिन
all
का ये महा महोत्सव में
have
जितने
been,
उपस्थित हो चुके हैं,
you all are
वे
present here to listen to the
भगवान श्री
glories
कृष्ण
of
के
Bhagavatam
जीवन की कथा सुने।
during this Chaturmasya for
और
11 days. So before
जय
we
जयकार के
do
साथ
that, let's
कीर्तन करते हुए हम
perform
कथाएं
congregational chanting and proceed further.
श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की, श्री चातुर्मास महामहोत्सव की, जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की। राधे मेरी स्वामिनी, मैं राधे को दास जबल किशोर, जय गोपी चित चोर प्रभु, जय जय माखन चोर, जय जय माखन चो श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की, श्री जन्माष्टमी महामहोत्सव की, जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की। उपस्थित भगवत कथा अनुरागी
Hare Krishna, I welcome all the loving devotees of Srimad Bhagavatam, the attendees devotees. I also extend my warm welcome and gratitude to the mellowful senior devotees who have decorated this assembly. I also welcome all of you who have gathered from all the parts of the world through the medium of Govind TV, Facebook, YouTube, etc. It is all the listeners, attendees, devotees, and the organizers of this beautiful katha, that is the 5th day's host for this grand celebration of the manifestation of Lord Shri Krishna. So, to Alpesh Kumar Patel, Nenaben Patel, their son Om, and their daughter Trishna from Canada. So I welcome them and you all on the 5th day of this grand celebration. Once again, welcome back, and please accept our humble obeisances at your lotus feet. Radhe Shyam. Srimad Bhagavat, the pastimes of Krishna's manifestation. So on the eve of Janmashtami, we all are listening to these pastimes relating to the birth of Lord Shri Krishna. So far, our subject matter was the marriage of Devaki and Vasudevji. Because until unless there is a pure pious householder, and when husband and wife don't perform devotional service, till that point, the Lord will not manifest. So if the Lord wants to appear or manifest, then he wants pure pious parents. So he wants to come, but where are such household homes? We can hear the sound of the utensils in the morning, and there is this constant quarrel between the spouses. So the Lord will think that I will get distressed by going there, so it's better I should not go. So the household life should be such that even the Lord becomes attracted, greedy to be the son of such parents. And that is what is going to happen. The Lord will have this desire that now I want to be the son of these parents, and then he will appear. So previously, we have heard that Chursen's son Vasudev and King Devak's daughter Devaki are getting married. And during their marriage, in midst of thousands of chariots, there is a gold chariot for Vasudevji. And Devaki and Vasudev are about to ride this chariot. But Kansa has already taken the reins of this chariot, as he was touched by the love towards, as he was touched by the love towards his wife. So it is said that although he was pretending that he had love for his sister, but he is referred to as a khala, that is a vile person or a villainous person, and we cannot trust such a person. If a vileful person loves, then his love is very dangerous. It's better that he doesn't love at all. For example, if there is a great lion and he tells you that I want to love you and I want to kiss you, if a lion tells you, will we be alive? Will his love keep us alive? So, a vileful, villainous person's love is very, very dangerous. Therefore, we should try to avoid such people in our life. Kans was Khal. Shukdev Goswami says he is a Mahakal. So, the, so we who go in deep detail, I'm speaking on this word Khal in this verse. So he is not just a Khal, but he's a Mahakal. I've heard from our spiritual master that why he's referred to as Khala. So listen, the he is referred to as Khala who make other people in distress or trouble. He keeps himself safe and be very cautious about himself. He will try to protect himself, but he will put others in trouble. That is the personality of a vile person. And then on top of it, there is a Mahakala who is worse than this. So he's on the top category than this person. So what is that category? He will distress others or put them in trouble. But for that, he will also trouble himself. He will not hesitate to do so. Nobody, even if I am getting trouble, but that person should also be troubled. So Khal is the one who protects himself but put others in trouble. But a Mahakhal or the more vileful person is that no matter if even if I get a loss, but the other person should also get distress. That is the personality of the most vileful person. So there is a passage that a person went to forest where they were all violent animals. So another man asked, "Why are you sitting here?" So there are lions and they will come and they will eat you up. That person, what did he reply? Do you know? He said that the lion will come and he will eat me. That is true. But I am aware that the lion likes the blood of man, and if he comes here and eat me, then he had already tasted human blood. And when he will realize that there are many humans, then he will eat others as well. So no matter, even if I am killed, but when he will taste the blood, then he will eat the whole village. Even if I die, but the whole village should also be killed. This is the nature of the most villainous person. So the vileful person is the one who protects himself but put others in trouble. But the most vileful or the more vileful are the one who protect, who they don't even think of their safety but put others at misery. They themselves will take risk or trouble themselves as well. So Lord Shiva told a devotee that you can ask for a benediction. Then that person says that whatever you ask, I will give your neighbor tenfold. So said that this is trouble. If ask for a car, then you will that he will get two cars. So this is the mind of a human. So this person thought, contemplated a lot, and then he told that please destroy one eye so that whenever both eyes will be destroyed. So this is the personality of the most villainous person. So this is there in this verse. So I need to tell this, that even if his one eye is destroyed, but still the others should lose two eyes. That is the category of the most vileful person. So Shukdev Goswami says that he is a black spot on this Bhoja dynasty. So I don't think that any brother can do such a thing with his own brother. So when Kansa heard that, oh foolish Kansa, this Devaki's eighth child will kill you, he will destroy you. So the love that he had changed or transformed into animosity. So 5 minutes before, he was so much touched by the emotion of love that he wanted to move the chariot of his sister, but now he is about to kill her with both his hands. So with one hand he had this sword in his hand, and with other he was grabbing her hair. So yesterday I became agitated. It was the time of marriage. Imagine how many people were present at the time of marriage. How many people are there? The groom's family, the bride's family. But when he attacked Mother Devaki, nobody uttered a word. But Vasudevji was the most courageous. He had this capability and strength that he would speak. So today we are going to listen the preaching of Vasudevji. On the fifth day, we will listen to the conversation between Vasudevji and Kansa. So usually the preaching is done on while sitting on a Vyasapit. So during pravachan with sofa, they make Vyasapit with sofa or a chair, etc. So yesterday I asked Kirtan, what is the English of Jugaad? He said that there is no English translation. So I told that there won't be any Jugaad. Because if there is no word, so if they don't know this word, then they'll not. But we find a loophole. So there were two preachings which were spoken on a chariot. First, it was spoken by Vasudevji to Kansa while they all were in the chariot. The whole chapter, Vasudevji speaks from the chariot to Kansa, and following the disciplic succession of his father, their own son Vasudev, Krishna spoke or counseled Arjuna on a chariot. So in Gujarati there is a saying, he as the father as the son. So that is what he has followed. He thought that my father has preached on a chariot, so then that is favorable. So I should also do the same. And both these counsel advice was very, very powerful. And Krishna's counsel is very, very famous, but Vasudevji is also very powerful, and it is more favorable to us. Arjuna was a modest, humble devotee of the Lord. So that profile doesn't matches with it. But Kansa's profile matches with us. So Krishna spoke to Arjuna. So to to listen to that, at least we will have to adhere, imbibe qualities of Arjuna. But Vasudevji is speaking to Kansa. To understand that, we need to imbibe anyone because we already are like Kansa. So there we will need some qualification and preparation. To understand Gita, we have to imbibe qualities of Arjuna. So here we don't need, we already are like us. But we just lack the mushtag. So to listen to Krishna counsel, we need to attain some qualification and qualities. But whatever Vasudevji has spoken to Kansa, to listen to that, we don't require any qualification. Because as whatever qualification is required, we already have that in us.
शायद आप लोगों में नहीं है, मैं मेरे जैसे
Maybe you might like it, but I'm talking about people who are similar to me. How much I have to balance. And I keep myself in the midst so that you all don't feel bad. And it is right. My consciousness is whatever preaching I'm doing it, the first audience is me, and I check that whether I enjoy it or not. If I don't enjoy that, then how you are going to enjoy it? So the first audience for me is myself. Sometimes I tell myself, this is how you speak. So Vasudevji starts speaking. So in Bhagavad Gita, it is Bhagavan Uvacha, but here it is said Shri Vasudev Uvacha. Shri Vasudevji thus spoke. What did he spoke? So let's start.
गुणाशुरे भवान् भोज यशस्कर सकथं भगिनीं हन्यात् सकतं भगिनीं हन्यात् स्त्रियमुद उहार्पणी। वसुदेव जी कहते हैं,
So Vasudev ji speaks. First and foremost, he is the father of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So just contemplate when Krishna speaks so beautifully and he gives such a great counsel, then how good the Lord, the Father will be. So if the Son has a great preaching that we all are aware, you all have memorized it. So how much good, better his father's counsel or advice would have been. And Lord Shri Krishna was very, very proud of his father's achievement. So whoever used to ask who are you, then he always used to introduce himself as his father by his father's name. He never used to say that I'm Krishna or I'm a Yadava or I'm a Govind Gopal. He always used to say, I'm Vasudev.
आप मुचकुंद महाराज के प्रसंग में देखिए, श्रीमद्
In
भागवत
the
में वर्णन है
pastime of Muchukund,
जब
right, there is a pastime when Muchukund Maharaj, when Kaliyavan was dead, and when he came and Muchukund Maharaj asked, who are you? Then Krishna replied, I am Vasudev. So Krishna feels very, very fortunate, proud to be the son of Vasudev. So you should do something that our parents, our children become proud of us. Otherwise, they will have to hide the names so that nobody knows that they are our children. So Lord Shri Krishna addresses himself as Vasudev. So such Vasudev is speaking, and what does he speak? So we need to understand this situation. Already Kansa is ready with sword in his hand, and he's about to behead his own sister. So Vasudevji is thinking, what exactly shall I say or do that he immediately stops himself? This is a very sensitive situation to stop Kansa, and that too quickly. We need not to waste any time. He has to think on his feet. So Vasudevji thought to pacify someone, there are 4 ways. So actually, there are 7 ways or philosophical points or nitis. So we only know about the 4, that is Sama, Dama, Danda, Bhed. Vasudevji thought to pacify Kansa, he needs to use this Sam, that is equanimity. So shall I speak something about niti? Because there are so many things to be discussed. So the half is Sam Niti and the half is on Sridhar Goswami has written Sam Niti and Veda Niti because he was a great philosopher. So if you want to convince a person, then there are 7 ways. Then who has told to whom? For your information, Manu Maharaj was told this by Matsya. You know the pastime of the destruction of the universe, and Satyavrat Muni, Manu Maharaj was sat on a boat, and Matsya, Lord, kept on roaming in the ocean with them. So according to Manu Samhita or Matsya Puran, it is mentioned that Manu Maharaj asked King Lord Matsya that if we have to convince someone, so there are 2 types of people. There is evil, that is dushta, and sadhu, that is saintly people. So how to convince these 2 types of people? So how many nitis are there? Then the Lord said that in Matsya Puran he speaks that there are 7 niti. So you will say that we have heard about 4. So whatever you have heard is complete. That means that you already have heard everything. So there are 7 nitis and 4 are famous. That is something. So what are these 7? So to live our life, this is very, very necessary. So if you are in office, so to pacify your boss or to convince him, or if you're a boss, then to get the work done, you can use these policies or niti. So we are not as pure as that we can convince others by our behavior. So there are Chanakya Niti, Vidur Niti, and there is this one which is spoken by Matsya Bhagwan. So first is Sam, that is to pray or praise the person. The other is Dam, that is to be charitable. To, and then is Dand, that is to punish them. Then Bhed is the fourth, and fifth is Upeksha, and sixth is Maya, and seventh is Indrajal, to trap in a net. So these are the 7 types of policies to be followed. So Vasudevji had just not even a second. He was Kansa was about to behead his sister, and Vasudevji had thought that of 7, which one shall I use now? So Vasudevji started with the Samaniti or policy. So what is there in this? There is relationship. So this is what Matsya has Bhagwan has told to Manu Maharaj. So all this is mentioned in verses, but Vasudevji used this Samaniti. So in this, there are Sambandha, Lobhakriti, Abheda, etc. So first and foremost, the relationship is told. Oh, you are about to behead your daughter. First, you should see how you're related to this person. You're ill-treating her, but first you should see that she is your own sister or brother, is your own father, etc. So there is a great stress laid on the relationship to convince a person. So if he doesn't cares about the relationship, so in some people, they value the relationship. So in my life, I have seen that we give the most value on our relationship. Name, fame, wealth is secondary, but the primary thing is the relationship, because we have to attach our relationship with the Lord. So this is the practice for us. If we maintain these, if we don't keep these relationships properly, then how we are going to maintain our relationship with the Lord? So we should value our relationship. And if I have to say that the people who give value to relationship, you are never at risk while dealing with them. So a person who doesn't even care for his parents, he can do anything. So in this Samniti or policy, the Lord says that first you should keep the relationship and center and convince, and then second, Labhopakruti. So the next is, if you do this, then you will be benefited. You will, your anger will be destroyed, or so there should be a practice for this. So if you don't know, then you should write. So, but Vasudevji didn't have time. But I will tell you that if you have to do something like this, then Labhopakruti, then Upakruti, Upkar, or mercy. You are behaving thus. How much you owe them, or how much you are indebted to them. So how much you're indebted to Devaki. She used to tie Raksha Sutra to you. She always addressed you as brother, has always fed you. So first is relationship, then the benefit and upakriti, that is indebtedness. Then a guna kirtana. So even if he doesn't agree, then there is a variation in Samaniti. Then he should be praised that you are such a great man. You're a brave. Why you want to attack a small person? So they should be praised. So these are under this heading strategy of
फिर तुम
Sama, then there
में
is
और
this
उनमें भेद ही
Abhed,
नहीं है।
that you and
तुम उसे मारने
them
का
are
प्रयास कर रहे
non-different.
हो, तुम
You're
उसको
trying to
नहीं, वो
kill
अपने
her,
आप को मार
but
रहा
you're
है।
killing yourself.
अभेद, अभेद बताना, हाँ? तो ये बहुत सारी बातें, एक्चुअली ये सब्जेक्ट एक विशेष सब्जेक्ट है।
So it is
आप अगर
a
चाहो
subject
तो कभी इसका पार्ट
matter.
मांडेंगे
So sometime we will
कि भाई ये
go in
कैसे
detail with
व्यवहार
this,
करना,
that
कैसे
how we
संस्कार
should
रखना।
behave
लेकिन
and
वसुदेव जी
how we should
जानते
deal
थे,
with
और
people.
वसुदेव जी ने
So
सबसे
Vasudev
पहले
ji was aware,
शांति
and
नीति
first and
अपनाई,
foremost, he
और
used
शाम
this
नीति के द्वारा वसुदेव जी
Psalm
ने
strategy or
प्रतिज्ञा ली,
policy, and he
सीधे उस
started
कंस
with
को
this.
रोकने के लिए
First and
वसुदेव जी
foremost, to
सबसे
stop
पहले कंस की
Kansa,
प्रशंसा की है।
he started praising
शाम नीति में आपने
Kansa.
सुना ना, गुण कीर्तन।
So, as you've heard, Guna
शाम नीति
Kirtana,
में
that
कई
is to
वेरिएशन है,
sing the
उसने चार
praises.
में से एक लिया, कंस
So,
कंस
he
का
took
गुणगान
this
करने लगे।
and he started praising Kansa.
क्या कहने लगे?
And what did he
श्लाघनीय
say?
गुण शुरे भवान भोज यशस कर। श्लाघनीय, श्लाघनीय मतलब
Shilagniye,
प्रशंसनीय।
you are
हे प्रशंसनीय गुण
worthy
वाले
of
कंस
praise.
महाराज,
You have so many
भवन
great
भोज यशस
qualities,
कर,
O King
हे भोज वंश का यश बढ़ाने
Kans,
वाले महाराज।
and the one who will
शूरेर भवान, बड़े बड़े शूरवीर और बड़े
make the
बड़े
Bhoja
देवताओं के द्वारा प्रशंसा
dynasty
किए जाने
famous,
वाले हे
and
कंस
who
महाराज।
is
वसुदेव जी ऐसा
praised
बोले,
by the demigods. This is
બાકી
what
ગુજરાતીમાં કહું તો આનું
Vasudev ji is
અટકી
saying.
જવાનું નહોતું,
So it was
આનું
not,
કભી નહીં થાય इसमें।
there was not an iota of all these qualities that Vasudev ji is
और किसी भी आदमी की
addressing
यदि
Kansa with.
प्रशंसा करोगे ना, एक
So
दिन
if
एक
you
टाइम पे
praise
वो एकदम से
someone,
खड़ा रह जाएगा,
then
कितना
he
भी बिजी होगा, कुछ भी
becomes,
करेगा,
he
अपनी
comes
प्रशंसा
to
किसको अच्छी नहीं
stand still
लगती
for
है?
a moment, because everybody likes the
आप लोगों
praise.
तो नहीं लगती होगी ना, डिवोटी लोग कहते हैं
Devotees say that
न मान न प्रतिष्ठा।
we don't need any name
क्या
of
कैसा
fame.
श्लोक है? अमानी न मान देना। आप लोगों को तो प्रशंसा अच्छी नहीं लगती। बाहर से हम लोग कितना कहते हैं,
So outwardly we will say
मत करो,
that please don't
हमारे
praise
अगर
me.
कैमरा हो ना तो
But
पता चले इसको
if
अपनी
we have a
प्रशंसा
camera image,
कितनी अच्छी
that
लगती
how
है।
much they like
नहीं
to
तो
be
क्या
praised.
होगा, फेसबुक में 5 घंटा निकालते हैं, फोटो डालते हैं, वो लाइक
Otherwise,
करते
why
हैं,
they're
फॉलो
wasting
प्रयास
this
करते
so
हैं,
much time
और फिर
on
बाहर क्या
Facebook,
कहते हैं,
YouTube, etc.
अमानी न
Outwardly
मान
they say that
सबको दे।
Aban, and then
भाई सबको अच्छी लगती है, सबको
everybody
अच्छी लगती है,
likes the
बोल दो
praise,
ना यार,
and that
अंदर
is
और
the
बाहर का
truth.
क्या अलग रखना।
Why to be a hypocrite?
सो वसुदेव जी ने प्रशंसा की, मतलब वो
So
कंस
Vasudev ji
मारने जा
praised.
रहा था,
He
ऐसे
was
देखते
about
तो
to
मार ही देता,
kill,
लेकिन
and
वसुदेव जी ने ऐसी
he
प्रशंसा
would have
की
killed
कि
Devaki,
कंस
but
रुक गया, उसकी
he
प्रशंसा सुनने के
praised
लिए।
Vasudev ji in Vasudev ji praised him
और
in such a manner
कंस
that he
मारने के
stopped
लिए
for a
दौड़ा,
while to listen to his
तुरंत वो
praise,
तलवार
and for two
चलाना रोक
minutes
दिया। मतलब कंस
he
के लिए तलवार
stopped
चलाना
his
बहुत
action.
इंपॉर्टेंट काम था, लेकिन
Although
उसकी
this
अपनी
was very, very
प्रशंसा
important
कंस
work
को
for
उससे
him,
ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट लगी।
but to listen his own praise was far more
इधर से
important.
तलवार लेकर रुक
So
गया,
he just
इसको तो मैं बाद में मार
stopped
दूंगा,
that I
पहले
will
अपनी
kill
प्रशंसा
her,
तो सुन लूं।
but first let me listen to the
वसुदेव जी
praise.
देखो, बंदा कितना बुद्धिमान, भगवान की
How
बात कैसे मान
intelligent
जाता है।
is Vasudev ji? That is why he's
श्लाघनीय
the father of
गुण
Lord
वाले।
himself. He says,
किसकी
Shalaganiya
प्रशंसा की? आप
Guneshure.
श्लोक देखो,
So you can
श्लाघनीय
see in this verse,
माने
Shlaganiye
आपके अंदर बहुत
implies
सारे गुण हैं,
you
आपको
have
किसी
innumerable
की
good
प्रशंसा करने की
qualities,
भी
great
कम है।
qualities,
अरे
and
शूरे
whatever praise we
आपकी
do
प्रशंसा
is will
देवता भी
not be
करते हैं
sufficient.
और बड़े
You are
बड़े
praised by
शूरवीर भी करते
demigods
हैं।
and even the
और
great
भवान
warriors
भोज
and
यशस
bravehearts,
कर, और भोज वंश
and
के आप यश को बढ़ाने वाले।
you are going to increase the fame of the
वसुदेव जी,
Bhoja dynasty.
अब इनमें से एक पॉइंट भी सही नहीं है, और वसुदेव
Nothing
भी
is
जानते कि मैं
truthful
झूठ
here,
बोल
and
रहा हूँ।
even Vasudev ji is
वसुदेव जी
aware
भी
that he
जानते
is
हैं कि मैं
lying to
ये
his
सब
teeth.
झूठ बोल रहा हूँ, लेकिन कभी कभी
But
अपना दम
sometimes
निकालने के लिए
to
गधे
get
को
the
भी
work
पाप
done,
बना लेना
we
पड़ता है।
have to praise even a
वहां
donkey.
ऐसे पत्थर की तरह खड़े, नहीं हम
We
नहीं
cannot
मानेंगे भाई,
stand still that we will
दम
not agree.
निकालना चाहते हो ना,
If you
तो
want
ये
the
सब
work to be done,
करना चाहिए।
then you should use
ये
these
बिल्कुल वसुदेव जी
strategies
झूठ
of
बोल रहे
policy.
हैं,
So
इसको
Vasudev ji
बिल्कुल
is
गलत,
lying
बिल्कुल गलत है
completely.
वसुदेव जी, ये भोज वंश का यश बढ़ाने वाला है।
So is he
भोज
going to,
यशस कर, अरे भोज वंश का तो ये कलंक है, तो
he
वसुदेव
will
जी झूठ बोले ना।
fame the Bhoja dynasty? He is going
वसुदेव
to
जैसे
defame the
इतने महान के
dynasty,
पिता भी
but
झूठ
still
बोल
he
रहे
is
हैं।
praising. Even
इसका
the
बेस क्या है
father
कि
of
भाई
the
जीवन में
Lord is
कुछ अच्छा
speaking
काम
a
निकालना हो
lie.
तो
So
थोड़ा बहुत झूठ
the
बोलेंगे,
meaning here, implication here is that
भगवान के पास।
if you have
शुक्राचार्य
to
महाराज
get
ने
some good
उत्तर
work
संदेश
done,
में भी
then
कह दिया है
you
कि
have
5 जगह
to
पर झूठ
sometimes
बोलोगे
lie.
आपका
And
वो पाप
Shankaracharya has
नहीं
said
होगा।
that if on
शुक्राचार्य
5 places
कौन?
you
मेरा परम
lie,
नाम कवि भगवान
then
कृष्ण कहता है
you will
इन
never
नदियों में मैं
get the sin
शुक्राचार्य
of the
हूँ।
same. And
और
Shuk
उस भगवान
God
शुक्राचार्य ने
says that
कहा
in
5 जगह पर झूठ बोल
Yanis, I
सकते हो।
am Shukracharya, and that Shukracharya has written that there are 5
शुक्राचार्य तो झूठ बोलना नहीं है।
situations or places where if you lie, then
5 जगह पर बोल सकता है।
that is not considered
पहली
as a
जगह
sin.
पर
The first
जब
place
किसी
is
की संधि हो रही हो,
where there
मान लो
is
2
going
पार्टी
to
लड़ कर
be
बैठी हैं, झगड़ा करके
if two
बैठी हैं,
people are at
रिलेशन बनाना,
war,
संबंध
or
कराना है।
if there you
किसी के
want to
संबंध
connect
कराने
them,
में,
so
किसी
to
की
connect
संधि कराने में आप झूठ बोल सकते
someone,
हो।
you can lie,
क्योंकि आपका छोटा सा झूठ
because by your
बहुत बड़ा
little
काम कर
lying
रहा है।
is
2
going to
परिवारों
make
की
a great
संधि,
work.
2
Two
दिलों की
families are
संधि,
going to be
है ना?
joined,
तो किसी को
or two
जोड़ने में,
people are
किसी
going
की
to be joined.
संधि में आप
So to
झूठ
attach
बोल सकते
people, we can lie.
हो। अब मान लो कभी-कभी लड़की
So
लड़के की
some,
शादी होती है,
there is a
तो लड़के
marriage
वाला
between
कहे कि
a
भाई देखो
groom
हमको
and a bride, and
ग्रेजुएट लड़का चाहिए, और ये
they say
छोटा
that
छोटा
the boy is a graduate,
ग्रेजुएट फेल हो चुका है,
but he
25
has
साल का
failed
है,
in it.
तो जो मिडल मैन
So,
होता है ना उसको बोल देगा
so the
भाई ये तो
middleman
ग्रेजुएट है,
that he is a
इसमें
graduate,
उसको कोई पाप लगेगा, नरक में जाएगा नहीं, 2
he
परिवार का मिलन हो रहा है ना।
he
और
won't be
दुल्हा दुल्ही
sinned for
राजी,
that.
लड़के लड़की राजी, सब कुछ ठीक है, तुम केवल एक ग्रेड के लिए बात
So
अटक रही हो,
if
तो
the
वो
girl
पाप
and the
है,
boy
उसको
are
माफ
ready
करना
to
चाहिए
marry,
आप।
and but only because of
या
one
किसी की शादी
point
हो रही हो,
it's
लड़की की
lacking,
उम्र
then
1-2 महीना ज्यादा है, लड़के की कम है, तो
so
लड़के वाले
if
कहेंगे कि नहीं
the girl
लड़की छोटी होनी चाहिए, तो वहां
is
बोल
little,
देना चाहिए भाई
then they
6
say
महीने
that the
छोटी है,
girl
बात
should
खत्म।
be smaller, then they
कौन
should say
देखेगा
that
देखने
yeah, the girl
वाला?
is smaller. Who is going to see?
तो कहने का अर्थ यह है कि 2
So it
परिवार मिल
implies
रहे
that
हो,
when the two
जब
families are going to be
2 मिल
joined,
रहे हो
or
वहां
where
झूठ
people are
बोला जा
going to
सकता
be
है,
attached, where
आपका
there
उद्देश्य
they
यदि
can
क्लियर
lie
है, एक
if
नंबर।
your goal is clear.
दूसरा आप कहाँ झूठ बोल
First,
सकते हैं? भगवान शुक्राचार्य कहते हैं
second,
गौ माता की
where
रक्षा,
you can
गाय की
protect
रक्षा
mother
करने के लिए
cow,
आप झूठ बोल सकते हो।
you can lie.
जैसे
For
मान लो
example,
कसाई खाने से कोई गाय निकल गई,
if a
और
cow
कोई
has
भिखारी आगे
escaped
आगे
a
भाग
butcher
रहा है,
house and she's
कसाई हाथ
running,
में तलवार लेकर
and
पीछे
that
पीछे
butcher
भाग रहा
is
है,
chasing her,
और चौराहा आया, गाय
and
भागते भागते
there
चली गई, आप वहां चौराहे पे खड़े
is
हो,
a
वो कसाई हाथ में तलवार लेकर,
trisection, and
आपने
he's
गाय
he's
देखी, वो
looking,
गाय कहाँ
and
गई?
he's and the
वहां से
cow
आपका
has ran there.
हरिश्चंद्र नहीं
So
बोलेगा
there you need not to be
हाँ
truthful.
मैं तो डिवोटी हूँ,
Where is the cow that I
मैं
am
तो
a
सत्य
devotee?
बोलता हूँ,
So I
देखो
always speak
वहां
the
गाय
truth.
गई, वो
You
तो बेचारी
should
मर
go there in
जाएगी,
the direction of the cow, then the
उस
cow
समय
will
झूठ
die.
बोल देना
So
चाहिए
at that
कि
time we
वहां
should
गई,
lie
वो
that
बेचारा
she has
पाप
gone
से,
in the different
वो पाप
direction.
से मुक्त हो जाएगा, यहाँ
So
गाय
he will
मर
be
जाएगी,
relieved
कोई
of the
पाप
sin,
नहीं।
and the cow
एक झूठ
will
बोल
be
दिया,
saved as well. So
समझ रहे हैं आप?
two birds will be killed by
भगवान
one
शुक्राचार्य ने बहुत सुंदर
lie.
कहा कि 2 परिवार, 2 लोगों के, 2 समाज के मिलन में आप थोड़ा
So
बहुत झूठ
when
बोल सकते हैं,
the
2
society or
दिशा
two
के लोगों
families
में
or
आप
people
झूठ
are
बोल सकते हैं।
going to be joined or
तीसरा,
conjoined, then we
आपके
can
लिए
speak
काम
a
की
lie.
बात, पटेल
And to
परिवार,
protect cow, we can lie.
ये પટેલ તો
So
જ્યાં જાતા
third,
ભૂકા કાઢી નાખે, આજનું આયોજન એમનું છે, ધંધો જ કરતા હોય, નોકરી કરે જ નહીં, તમારે જોવાનું। તો ऐसा कहते हैं कि व्यापार में
it is
आप
said
झूठ बोल सकते हैं,
in business you can lie,
बिजनेस में आप झूठ बोल सकते हैं, क्योंकि बिजनेस का लॉ है
because
कि बिना
it's the law
झूठ
of
बोले
business. Without
आप बिजनेस
lying,
कर ही नहीं सकते।
you cannot sustain
ये
yourself.
नियम ही है, आपको आपका 5 का माल आपको 10 में बताना ही पड़ेगा,
So you
तभी
have to
जाकर वो
tell
बिक्री
that this
होगी।
is 10 rupees worth.
सो
Only then
भगवान
you're
शुक्राचार्य
going
कहते
to
हैं
sell it in 12.
कि
So
संबंध
Lord
में झूठ
Shukracharya
बोल
said
सकते
that
हैं,
in
सुरक्षा
relationship,
में झूठ, या
to
व्यापार
protect
में झूठ,
cows, and
और
for
तीसरा
business you
चौथा,
can lie. And the fourth is
प्राण संकटे,
prana
आपके
sankate.
प्राण संकट में हो और
If your
कोई आपके
life is
यहाँ
in
पर गोली
danger,
बंदूक लगा दे,
if
तो
you're
उस समय आपको
on
सत्यवादी
the
बन
verge of
जाऊं,
being killed,
सत्य
in
भाषी,
that type
वहां नहीं कहना
time,
चाहिए,
you should
वहां
not
दो
be
तीन झूठ
truthful.
बोलकर बच जाना
There
चाहिए,
you should try to
जिंदा
save
रहोगे
your
तो चोला
skin,
मोला
but
करोगे,
if you are alive, then only you
अगर
won't be
चिता
able
के
to
घर
chat.
बैठोगे
If we try to
तो
speak
अच्युतम केशवम हो
truth
जाएगा। तो प्राण
there, then
संकट,
you will lose
जब
your
प्राण
life.
संकट में आ जाए
When the life
तो
is in
वहां पर भी
danger,
झूठ बोल देना
then we
चाहिए।
can lie in such a situation.
लेकिन ये सब बताने के बाद
So after that,
मैंने
Shukracharya,
आपको
Lord
न्याय
has
कर
said,
दिया,
I have
तो
already
यहाँ तक
told
बोला जा
that
सकता
where
है
you can
कि
lie,
इन सब जगहों पर
but
झूठ बोलना चाहिए कितना,
how
दाल में
much
नमक
should we
पड़े
lie?
उतना।
It should be as
हमारा वो क्या
only
है,
like
हमारा समझ में नहीं
the
आता कि दाल
salt
में
in
नमक
a
है, नमक
dal.
में दाल है।
But for us, we don't
हम
understand whether
कितना
it's
झूठ बोलते हैं,
salt
झूठ
or
बोलना
the dal. There
चाहिए
is no differentiation, so we can
दाल में
lie,
नमक जितना।
but it should be
सो यहाँ पर
negligible,
वसुदेव जी
like
झूठ बोल रहे
salt
हैं,
in a dish. So
बिल्कुल
here,
नहीं है।
Vasudev ji is lying.
श्लाघनीय गुण कंस थोड़ी ना गुणवान है,
So Kans is
भवभूति यशस
not
कर। और देख
qualified.
लो वसुदेव जी सत्य बोल रहे हैं, तो
And if
सरस्वती
he's speaking
देवी
the
उसके
truth,
अर्थ को बदल रही है।
then Saraswati Devi
भागवत जी
is
में
just changing the
सारस्वत
meaning.
अर्थ चलते हैं।
So in
उसमें क्या क्या
Bhagavatam, there are
बात है आप
Saraswat
देखोगे
words
कि मान लो वसुदेव जी
or
निर्दोष
meaning.
बोले,
So if
तो
Vasudev ji
सरस्वती
is
इसे सहन नहीं
speaking
कर पाई,
innocently, but
तो
Saraswati ji
सरस्वती
is
देवी ने उसका
unable
अर्थ
to
बदल दिया।
tolerate,
इसलिए
and she
श्रीधर साहब
changed.
ने भावार्थ
And
दीपिका में लिख
Sridhar
दिया
Goswami has written in
कि
Bhavar Deepika,
श्लाघनीय गुण शुरे
Shrilaganiye Guna Shure,
शूरवीरों के द्वारा आपके गुणों की प्रशंसा की जाती है।
the brave
तो इसका
hearts
अर्थ क्या
praise
हुआ,
you. So what does it
सरस्वती जी ने
imply?
इसका अर्थ क्या किया
Saraswati ji has
कि बोले हे
taken the
कंस,
meaning as, O
शूरवीर
Kansa,
आपके शूरवीरता की प्रशंसा करते हैं,
they praise
और
your
किसी स्त्री को
courage,
मारना ये
and
आपकी
to kill
शूरवीरता
a
नहीं है।
woman that
अच्छा
will
देखिए मैं
not
समझता, लेकिन ये
show
बुद्धू समझ
your
नहीं पाता
bravery.
ऊपर से लगा
So
विद्या,
this was the
अंदर की बात क्या है।
message he's conveying
अरे
indirectly,
शूरवीर
but
लोग
this
तुम्हारे
stupid would
शूरवीरता
have
की प्रशंसा
understood
करते हैं,
that
और तुम
people
एक लड़की को,
praise for your
हैं,
courage, and
एक
you
स्त्री को,
are
एक अबला को मार रहे हो,
attacking
ये ठीक नहीं है।
your sister, a woman. This is
तुम्हारी
not
कीर्ति कलंकित हो
appropriate.
जाएगी महाराज।
Your fame will be
दूसरा
destroyed.
सारस्वत अर्थ,
Second,
भोज यशस कर, जैसे
Bhoj
वसुदेव जी
Yashasya
बोले
Kara. So
कि
Vasudev ji
भोज
said
यशस कर, भोज
that
वंश के यश को
the
बढ़ाती है,
Bhoja dynasty's
लेकिन
fame will be
सरस्वती देवी
increased,
इसका
but
अर्थ बदल देती है।
Saraswati
बोली
Devi
भोज यशस
changes
कर
its
माने
meaning.
भोग
Bhoja
के
Yashasya Kara.
समाज में यशवान। भोज
You
माने
are
भोग,
famous in the world of
दोनों अर्थ क्या है,
materialists.
संस्कृत है।
So in Sanskrit, there are
माने
two
जहां
meanings.
भोगी लोग
Bhoja
होते
also
हैं,
means the
उस भोगों
people
में
who
नंबर वन
indulge
है।
in sense gratification. So you're number one in sense
और स
gratification
कथम भगिनी
or
हन्यात,
materialist. Sa katham
मतलब
bhagini
आप
hanyat,
अपनी बहन को मारोगे,
and
तो
you will
वसुदेव जी
kill
का
your
भाव क्या है,
own
केवल
sister. So
बहन ही वध
isn't it was
के
the
योग्य है। इस
is
दुनिया में
the
बहुत
sister
सारे
worth
लोग वध करने के योग्य हैं, उसको
to be
मारो।
killed? You can kill
स कथम
others,
भगिनी
but
हन्यात।
not your sister.
तो इस प्रकार से वसुदेव जी,
So in this manner,
ऊपर से
Vasudev
देखा
ji,
जाए तो कंस की प्रशंसा
outwardly,
है,
if you see, he is praising
अंदर से
Kansa,
देखा जाए
but
तो कंस की पोल
inwardly,
पट्टी खुल रही है।
he is
दूसरी लाइन में
criticizing
कहते
him.
हैं
In the
कि
second
ऐसे
line, he's
कंस,
saying
ऐसे पराक्रमी
that
शूरवीर
such
स कथम,
courageous,
कैसे
a braveheart
भगिनीम अपनी
Kansa,
बहन को मारे,
how can he attack his own sister,
श्रेय उद्हाप
who is a
पर्वणि।
woman?
एक तो ये
Sriya Udar
स्त्री है
Parvani. So she
वसुदेव जी
is
को,
a woman.
एक तो ये स्त्री है, तुम जैसे शूरवीर को स्त्री को मारना ही
You
शोभा नहीं देता,
are a
स्त्री को
brave
मारना
man, and
ये कोई
to
शोभनीय
attack
काम
a
नहीं
woman
है।
is not very,
एक तो वो
very
स्त्री है, ऊपर से
appreciable
तुम्हारी
or
बहन है।
praiseworthy.
अब देखो
She
स्त्री
is a
को
woman, and
कहते
then
हैं
she,
भगिनी,
on top of it, she
बहन,
is your sister. Bhagini
ऊपर
is
से उनके
sister,
विवाह का
and on
अवसर
top of
है।
it, this is the
अब
time of
मैं,
her
तो विचार
marriage.
तो करो, शादी
Just
के बाद
imagine
एक कन्या
on the day of
कितनी दुखी
marriage
होती है,
how much she already is grief
उनके
stricken.
मस्तक पर कितना भार
She
होता है,
already has
वो
so
कैसे
much
कैसे जैसे तैसे अपने आप को संभालती है, और तुम उसको
distress
जान से
in her
मारने
heart,
के लिए खड़े हो गए।
and you are
उसके
here
एक
to kill
परिवार
her,
को जहां पर उसका
a
जन्म हुआ,
family where
पालन
she
पोषण
has taken
भरण
the birth
पोषण
and
हुआ,
she's been
उस
taken care
परिवार को
of,
छोड़कर एक
that
नए
she's
परिवार में, नए
leaving that
विचारों
family
में,
and
नई
going to
संस्कृति
a
में
family of strangers,
वो
the,
ढलने जा
with a
रही है,
different culture. She's going to
अपने माता पिता
imbibe
को
their
छोड़कर
culture,
ऑलरेडी कष्ट है,
leaving her
एक
parents'
नई जगह पर
family
जाने का
behind
एक मन
and
में
going
है,
to a new
चिंता
place.
है।
There is this
और
anxiety,
ऐसी अवस्था में तुम अपनी बहन
and
को
in this
कैसे
situation,
मारोगे,
you are going to kill
ये
your
न्याय
own
नहीं हो
sister.
पाएगा,
This is
आपकी
not
कीर्ति खत्म
appropriate.
हो जाएगी।
Your fame
जानो
will be destroyed, you will be
महापुरुषों
defamed,
के लिए
and
अपनी
for a
कीर्ति खत्म हो जाना ये
great
मृत्यु के
person
बराबर है।
to get defamed is as bad
तब
as
कंस
getting
कहता है,
as being
तब
dead.
वसुदेव जी ने कहा कि आप
So then Vasudevji says that,
क्यों
tell
मार
me,
रहे हो?
why are
आप
you
मेरे को
attacking
क्यों
her?
मार रहे हो?
Why do you
मैं तुम्हें
want
साथ क्यों नहीं
to
मारूंगा?
kill her?
अभी आगे
Kan said,
श्रवण
why
करो.
will I not kill?
ये
What was the
सातवां
oracle?
भाव
That
संतान
her
तेरे
eighth
मृत्यु का
son
कारण बनेगा.
will be the reason
आज
behind
कभी
my
ना कभी
death.
मुझे मार देगा.
His son
और
will
मैं
kill
मरना
me.
नहीं चाहता.
So I don't want to
वसुदेव जी
die.
अगला श्लोक
Then
कंस को उपदेश
Vasudev
देते
ji
हुए
speaks the
ऐसा
next
श्लोक गाते
verse,
हैं.
counseling Kansa.
मृत्यु जन्मतां वीर देहेन सहजायते अद्यवाद शतान्तन्ते वा मृत्युर्वे प्राणिनां ध्रुव. कंस ने कहा कि मुझे मृत्यु का भय लग
Kansa
रहा है.
says that I'm scared
बहुत बड़ा
of
सिद्धांत
death, and
फिलोसॉफी
Vasudev
सुनाई
ji
कि कंस
gave a
मृत्यु
great
किसके जीवन
philosophical
में
point
नहीं है.
that
मुझे
who
मृत्यु का
is
भय
not
लग रहा
going
है.
to get
मृत्यु किसके
killed
जीवन में
or
नहीं
die.
है.
So everybody has
अब देखो संबोधन
death in their life.
मतलब कि
So
इसको
he's
देखेंगे फूंक
is
फूंक के काट रहे
so
हैं. संबोधन देते हुए
Vasudev ji is
हे वीर. अगर वीर
very
बोल दो तो कंस
cautiously
थोड़ा ढीला
stepping.
पड़ जाता है. अभी
So
थोड़ा
he
वीर
addresses him as Veer.
तो हे वीर मृत्यु का भय लग रहा है.
He's a great warrior. So are you
मृत्यु
scared of
जन्मतां
death?
वीर देहेन सहजायते. जिस दिन इस
The
शरीर का
day
जन्म होता है
we are
उसी
born,
दिन मृत्यु
that
पिता की
day
मृत्यु हो
itself
जाती है.
our death is decided.
मृत्यु जन्मतां वीर ये मृत्यु का जन्म
The
देहेन
providence is all set.
जिस दिन से देह मिलता है उसी
So the
दिन से
day we
मृत्यु
get this
जन्म.
body,
इस दुनिया
that
में
day
कौन
only
नहीं
our
है
death is
जो नहीं
decided. And
मरने
in this
वाला है.
world, who is not
मैं
going
भी
to
मरने
die?
वाला हूँ. ये भी सब
We
लोग
all are
मरेंगे
going
एक
to
दिन.
die.
एक ना एक
So
दिन
you
सबको
also are
मरना
going
ही
to
है.
die. Everybody has to die one day.
तो मृत्यु जन्मताम वीर हे वीर मृत्यु
Oh,
इस
dear
दुनिया
heart,
में मार्केट में
in
आप
this
लोग
world,
खरीदारी करने जाते होंगे ना
if you go
या कोई भी
to
वस्तु
get
खरीदते हो
grocery or
तो उस पे
when you buy
मैन्युफैक्चर
something,
डेट लिखी होती
then
है
there is a
और
manufacturing
एक
date
एक्सपायरी डेट भी
and
लिखी
an
होती है.
expiry date as well.
इस भौतिक संसार में
So in
जितनी
this
भी
material
भौतिक
world,
वस्तु है
all the
उसकी
material things
मैन्युफैक्चर
that
डेट
we
भी
have, there is a
एक्सपायरी डेट भी है.
manufacturing and expiry date as well.
हम लोग भी भौतिक संसार के भौतिक
So
देह वाले हैं.
we
हमारे
all
भौतिक
are
शरीर
also
की
in
भी
this material
मैन्युफैक्चर
world,
डेट
and
क्या है.
our
एक्सपायरी डेट भी है लेकिन
body is
लिखाई नहीं
also
रहती. समझे.
material is so
सबकी
we
एक्सपायरी डेट
also have
याद
a
है.
manufacturing and expiry
मैन्युफैक्चर
date,
डेट मतलब
but
जन्म
we are
तारीख
unable to
सबको
see
याद
it.
है.
So we all remember our
लेकिन उसकी
birthday, but
मैन्युफैक्चर के दिन ही
when are we
लिखा
going
होता
to
है कि इस
die
दिन ये मरेगा.
is printed
उस दिन
already the
कपार
day
पे
we
लिखा
are born.
होता है, हाथों में लिखा होता है. समझने वाले देखने वाले उसे देख सकते हैं.
And an intelligent person
तो इस
can read
दुनिया
it
में
in this world.
जिसका जन्म है उसकी मृत्यु निश्चित है.
Whoever is
भगवान
born, his
कृष्ण ने भी
death
अर्जुन को
is
यही कहा ना.
also
जातस्य हि
destined.
ध्रुवम मृत्यु ध्रुवम
That
जन्म
is what
मृतस्य.
Krishna has
अर्जुन
spoken to
जिसका
Arjuna as
जन्म
well.
है उसकी
He
मृत्यु
says,
निश्चित है.
whoever is born is going to die
भगवान
one
बुद्ध
day.
किसी गांव में
Lord
गए और
Buddha
एक स्त्री का
went to a
बेटा मर
village
गया था.
and
बड़ा
a
क्रंदन कर रही थी, रो
woman's
रही थी.
son died and she
तो
was
स्त्री बोली
crying
कि आप तो भगवान हो,
frantically. She said that you are the Lord,
मैं मेरे बेटे
so
के बिना
please
नहीं जी
revive my son.
पाऊंगी. रो रही
I
थी.
won't be able to live
भगवान
without
बुद्ध
my
ने कहा
son.
तुम्हारा बेटा
Lord
जीवित हो
Buddha said,
जाएगा
I will revive your
लेकिन तुम
son,
अपने गांव में
but
जाओ, उसके
you should
घर
go
से
to the
मस्टर्ड के
village.
दाने लेकर आओ
You get the
जिसके घर से
mustard
आज तक
seeds
कोई
from,
न
was
मरा
it,
हो.
where
बोली
nobody
अच्छा
has died yet.
अभी मैं
She
करके
said,
आती हूँ.
okay, I will go and do it.
सबका दरवाजा खटखटाया.
So she knocked
बोले आप
everybody's
मुझे
door
सरसों के
and said
दाने
that
दो लेकिन हाँ
I need some
घर
mustard
पर कोई
seeds,
मरा तो नहीं है.
but
बोले मरा है.
nobody has died in
कौन
your
है
home.
मरा.
They
सब
said that
डर गया.
5 days back
दूसरे
we
जंगल
lost
पर
our
गए,
family member.
सरसों के दाने चाहिए लेकिन कोई
Then,
मरा तो नहीं है.
so
शाम को
she went
पूरे
to the
गांव
other
में
house.
घूम कर आई और
So she
भगवान बुद्ध के चरणों
roamed
में
through
गिर
the
गई.
whole
महाराज
neighborhood or the
इस
village, but
गांव में ऐसा एक
and
भी
came
घर
back
नहीं
to
है
Lord Buddha and
जहां
said
कोई
that
मरा
there
ना
is
हो.
not
तब
a
भगवान ने
single
कहा
home where
तुम
nobody
क्यों
has
रो
died.
रही हो.
Then Lord Buddha said
सबके
that then
घर में
why are
सब
you
लोग
crying?
मरते हैं, आपकी
Everybody
बारी है,
dies.
हमारी बारी. सो इस प्रकार
So
मृत्यु
in this manner,
जन्मताम वीरः. हे वीर
Mrityu Janmatam Veera.
जहाँ जिस दिन जन्म होता है उसी दिन
On the
मृत्यु
day
निश्चित
of
कर
our
देते हैं.
birth, our
श्री
death is
चैतन्य
also
महाप्रभु
predestined.
जानकीदास और कालिदास हमने राधा कृष्ण प्रभु के मुख से,
So
देव के मुख से सुना है,
we have heard from Guru Maharaj and Radha Krishna Prabhu.
कत चतुरानन मरी मरी जाऊं त, कत चतुरानन हे मरी मरी जाऊं त, न तू यादी अवसाना हे माधव, कत तोर कर बड़ाई, हे माधव कत तोर कर बड़ाई। कत चतुरानन मरी मरी जाऊं, न तू आदि अवसाना, माधव कत तोर करूं बड़ाई। बहुत सुंदर त्रिभंगी में पद लिखे हैं। कहते हैं कत चतुरानन, इस दुनिया में बहुत बहुत चतुर लोग आए।
So in this world there were very many clever people were born, and they used all their cleverness and wisdom and wealth they used, yet they all died, and one day they all had to die. To make themselves immortal, these clever people have worked really hard so that they can live eternally or they can become immortal. They have worked very hard, but still they all died. And the people of the world keeps on dying. But oh Krishna, you are never born or you die. So how can I praise you, oh Madhav? Yes, when we go and we see, there was a great singer, Michael Jackson. He had 50 doctors employed, and he had such a great diet, and every day he was checked, and they all had said that you can live till 150 years. And everything was taken. 50 doctors used to reside with him, and everything was taken care. But these 50 people were looking after him, but he died at the age of 50. So no matter what you do, death is inevitable. Mrityu janmatam veera. Do you know about Vyasdev? Srila Vyas? Vedvyasji's maternal grandfather. So who is the mother of Vedvyasji? Satyavati. And her father had this desire that I should become immortal. He was scared of death. So someone said, what is a big deal with you? Your son, your daughter's son is, or your grandchild is Lord himself, so he can make you immortal. So Vedvyasji's maternal grandfather came and told, oh beloved son, I have this one desire. He said, oh grandfather, what do you desire? You have loved me a lot. Whatever you desire, you can ask me. Then he said that you are such a great person. I don't want to die. Please make me immortal. Vedvyasji said that I am the compiler of the scriptures to make you immortal, etc. I don't know how to do it. But if the Lord desires, because this is a job of the Lord, so you should go to the Lord. I will make an arrangement for you to visit them. And you can ask them and they will be able to do. So he arranged so that his grandfather could reach to Brahmaji. He said that you're here, what do you want? He said that I want to escape death. I don't want to die. Then Brahmaji said that I just write the providence of people. It is the department of Lord Shiva. I cannot do anything, so you should go to Lord Shiva. So he said that how can I go? You are the maternal grandfather of Vedvasji. So I will make arrangement. You can take my we Hansa and he will take you to Lord Shiva. So he went to Kailasha and Mahadevji was sitting and this was a Shravan month. So he was a little busy. In Shravana, Shivji becomes very busy.
तो आए शिव जी ने टाइम निकाला कौन बोले वेद व्यास जी
So
कहते हैं
Shivji said that,
प्रणाम प्रणाम
he said that I'm the grandfather of Vedvasji. He said that I'm scared to die.
मुझे मरने से बचा
So,
दो
oh Mahadev, please save
और
me
ब्रह्मा
from
जी
this death.
के पास से आया हूँ ब्रह्मा जी ने
I
कहा कि
came from
आप
Brahmaji. He
तो
said that
प्रलय का काम शिव जी का है तो मुझे
this
बचाने
is
के लिए
your
मुझे
department,
जरा
so please
देखो
save me.
मैं होलसेल
Shivji
का
said that
व्यापारी हूँ
I
एक
work
एक
in
दो
wholesale.
दो का मैं व्यापार
I
नहीं
don't
करता
kill one or two.
ये एक दो को जिलाना एक दो को मारना ये मेरा
So
काम
to
नहीं मेरा
protect
काम है
one or
होलसेल
two,
में उठा लेना पूरे
I
ब्रह्मांड को ले लेना ये मेरा
I
काम है
destroy the whole
और
universe
तुम
at a
अकेले
moment,
जीवित रहना चाहते हो ये मेरा
and
काम
you
है ये
want to
मारने का होलसेल का काम
be
नहीं है
alive.
रिटेलिंग जो है ना वो यमराज जी का काम
So
है छोटा मोटा जो
this
ट्रेडिंग है ना वो यमराज जी का काम
job
है
is done
एक
by
काम करो तुम यमराज
Yamraji.
के
So
पास जाओ
you should go to
नाना
the
जी
Lord
कहते हैं
Yama.
कि
So he
यमराज के
said that
पास कैसे जाऊं
how
शिव
can
जी
I
कहते
reach
नंदी
there?
को बस
So he
ले
said
जाओ
that
नंदी के ऊपर बैठ जाओ
you can take
यमराज
my
जी तुम्हें
Nandi
पहुंचा देंगे
and you can go and
तो
visit
ये गए
him.
यमराज जी के पास
So he went there
यमराज
to
जी के
Lord
दरबार
Yama
में व्यास जी के नाना
and there
पहुंचे
he reached
प्रणाम किया बोले व्यास जी ने भेजा
and
है
he venerated and
बोला
said that
कहीं
Vyasji
बोले
has
मरने
sent
का
me.
भय लग रहा है
He
मैं
said that I'm
मरने से
scared to
बचना
die.
चाहता हूँ
So I want to
अब आए थे
escape
बहुत
death.
बड़े व्यक्ति से
So,
यमराज जी ने चित्रगुप्त को कहा कि चित्रगुप्त
so
जरा इसका चौपड़ा
Yamraji
खोलो
said that can you
व्यक्ति
just
का देखो क्या है
open his
चित्रगुप्त ने जैसे ही चौपड़ा खोला नाना जी
book?
नरक में ही मर गए
So he has
चित्रगुप्त
already
से कहे
died
ये
in the
ओ
hell.
नाना 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 नानो तो गयो तब वेदव्यास जी ने कहा चित्रगुप्त जरा देख इसका क्या है
And Yamji said that
चित्रगुप्त ने
look,
चौपड़े में क्या देखा
so what did he saw?
कि ये वेदव्यास के नाना पहले
That
ब्रह्मलोक
this
में जाएंगे वहां से कैलाश में
maternal
जाएंगे और वहां से
grandfather
यमराज के सामने जब खड़े
go
रहेंगे तब उसकी
to
मृत्यु लिखी थी
Lord Brahma and Shiva, and when he will come to
यदि
Lord
वे
Yama, then he
ब्रह्मलोक
will
के
die.
पास नहीं गए होते तो बच
Had
जाते
he not gone there, he would have saved
शिव
himself.
जी के पास नहीं गए होते
Had he
ब्रह्मा
not
जी के
gone to
पास नहीं
Lord
गए
Shiva,
होते
then
बच जाते
he wouldn't. So he would have been saved.
जानबूझ के इन्होंने ये
But
उपाड़ा
he
लिया
himself
और इस
took
उपाड़े से
this
उन्होंने अपना
enterprise
जन्म ही
and
खराब कर
he
दिया मृत्यु
got
जन्मनाश
killed in this process.
देहेन सहजायते मौत किसी को नहीं मौत
So
से
death
किसकी
is
रिश्तेदारी
inevitable.
आज उनकी तो
Death
कल
is a
हमारी
relationship
तुम्हारी
with anyone. So today
मौत
they
से
are going to
किसकी
die, and
रिश्तेदारी
tomorrow we are going to die.
तो भक्तों इस दुनिया
So,
में मृत्यु एक कड़वा
oh
सत्य है
devotees,
जिसे स्वीकार करना पड़ेगा
truth is
लेकिन हम
bitter
वचनों
truth is death,
इस
and we
मृत्यु से
all should
दो
accept
वस्तु
it.
सीख लेनी है
So we should
एक
learn two things
मनुष्य
from
जीवन
this
बहुत
as a
दुर्लभ
Vaishnava,
है
that this human
बड़ी
life is
मुश्किल से
very,
इतना सुंदर
very
जीवन मिला है
rare, and we have got this
और
human life,
दुर्लभ के साथ साथ ये मनुष्य जीवन बड़ा कीमती है
and it is
ओके
very precious.
सो इस मनुष्य
So,
जीवन में हमें भजन
this
करना
human life,
चाहिए
we should perform
भजन
devotional service,
भक्ति कथा
because this
ये
devotional
सब मनुष्य
service,
जीवन में ही
katha,
हो सकता
etc.,
है
can be performed or
यदि
done
कोई
only
भजन
in
करना
this
चाहे तो
human
मेरी
body.
चर्चा में
If
लग ही नहीं
a
सकता
donkey
जैसे
or
आप लोग की तरह
a
पटपट कर
dog
सकते
wants
वन
to
जीरो जीरो है
come and
एक
listen to
जो
Bhagavatam,
इसको
will he be
वाईफाई
able
से
to
जोड़ा
listen?
के देगा
Who will provide them
ये
with
सब
Wi-Fi?
मनुष्य कर सकते हैं
How
सो
are they going to
मनुष्य
log in, etc.?
जीवन
So
दुर्लभ है
only humans
और
can do
भजन
this. So
करने के लिए
this human life is very, very rare,
और ऐसा
and
मनुष्य जीवन यदि
precious,
प्राप्त हो जाए
and we have got
तो
such a
उसका
precious
सर्वत्र
human
ही
life.
उपाय कर सकता
Then
है
we can at least find a
इस
solution to
मनुष्य
save
जीवन में
ourselves from this death.
बारंबार मरने से यदि
In
बचना
this,
चाहते हो
if we want
तो
to
एक
escape
सबसे
this
बड़ा
repeated
उपाय
cycle
है
of birth and death,
भगवान
then the
का
best
नाम
solution
हरे
is the
कृष्णा
chanting of the holy names of the Lord.
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 इसका प्रमाण बोले
And what is the proof here? Example
ओम
is
नमो
Dhruva
भगवते
Maharaj.
वासुदेवाय द्वादश
He
अक्षर मंत्र
chanted
का जाप किया
this 12 words mantra,
और
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva,
धीरे
and
धीरे भगवान
his
के धाम में
own
चले गए
with his
गजेंद्र
own body,
वन
without
भगवान
leaving
के
his
सुनते
body,
ही
he
भगवान का
went
नाम
to the
लिया
eternal abode of the
और
Lord.
खुद को पवित्र
Gajendra, when
पृथ्वी
venerated the
पर
Lord,
वास
he
करने लगे
crossed this
सो
death.
मृत्यु जन्मताम वीर, मृत्यु एक कटु सत्य है,
So, this is the bitter
लेकिन
truth. Death is
मृत्यु से
inevitable.
पहले
But
भजन
before
करना
that,
चाहिए।
we should perform devotional service
हमें बारंबार मृत्यु से
and
बचना
get
है,
rid
तो
of the
भगवान
repeated cycle
कृष्ण
of
की
birth
भक्ति
and death.
करनी चाहिए। जानते हो कंस मृत्यु के
Are you
समय क्या
aware, O
करता है?
Kans, what happens
उसने
at the
तो
time of death?
थोड़ा सा ढीला कर लिया,
So Kansa just
इतना
lowered
गीता
his
पाठ
sword
शुरू
a
किया
little.
इसने, कृष्ण ने तो
So
थोड़ा सा
Vasudev
पीछे
ji
किया,
has
इसने
started
एकदम
Bhagavad
ढीला
Gita.
फोर्स। जानते हो कंस
He
मृत्यु के
says,
समय
are
क्या
you aware,
करता है?
Kansa,
कंस ने तो
what
एकदम
happens at
धिक्कार
the time
दे
of
दिया
death?
था।
Kansa
वसुदेव
was
जी अगले
unaware.
श्लोक में कहते
Then
हैं,
Vasudev ji
कि
speaks in
देहे
the next verse. He says,
पंचत्व मापन्ने,
Dehe
देहे कर्मानुगो
panchattvapanne dehi
वशः,
karmanu vashaha
देहांतरम
dehantrupma
अनुप्रविष्ट
prapye pranapakshite vapu.
ये मनुष्य शरीर जो है ना,
So this
पंच
human
महाभूत से
body
बना है।
is created
इसको
by 5
महाभूत क्यों कहते
elements.
हैं?
And why it is
पृथ्वी
called
जल अग्नि और
Mahabhut?
आकाश बहुत
Because
विशाल प्रमाण में है, इनमें
these
से
5
थोड़ा सा मिक्स
elements
करके
are
आपने ये
in
शरीर बना दिया।
great quantity. And by just taking a little,
पंच
the
महाभूत जो ये
Lord
तत्व
Brahma
है,
has created this
वो
human body.
अपने
So,
महाभूत में
and
मिल
when
जाते
we
हैं।
die, then all
पृथ्वी पृथ्वी
these
में चली जाती है, वायु वायु में
again
हो जाता है, अग्नि अग्नि
get
में,
mixed with
आकाश
all the
आकाश में।
5 elements
सो यहाँ पर कहते
respectively.
हैं कि
So here
देहे
it is said,
पंचम आपन्ने देही कर्मानुगो वशः। जब मृत्यु का समय आता है,
when the
तो
time of death
शरीर
arrives,
ये जो दिखने
that
वाला
time,
शरीर है, वो तो
this
पंच
body that we
महाभूत में एक हो
see,
जाता है,
it
लेकिन
gets
इस शरीर के अंदर
mixed
जो
in the 5
आत्मा
elements.
है,
But the soul that
वो
is
आत्मा
there,
दूसरे शरीर को धारण कर लेती
that
है।
transmigrates into another body.
एक बहुत सूक्ष्म बात जो गीता में
So
शायद कृष्ण भी इतना क्लियर नहीं
there
किए,
is such a subtle
जितना
thing that
वसुदेव जी ने किया।
not
ध्यान से
even
सुनिएगा,
Krishna could clarify or in detail
हम तो सोचते
in
हैं कि
Bhagavad Gita
बस
as
आप
Vasudev ji has spoken.
जब ये शरीर छोड़ देती
So
हैं तो
think
दूसरे
that
शरीर में
when
चली जाती हैं।
the soul
गीता में कृष्ण ने
enters
नहीं बोला,
another body, that
इसने
is
इससे
what
भी आगे
Krishna said.
क्या कहा
But
कि
what Vasudev ji has
आत्मा
said is
जब
that this
इस
soul
वर्तमान
or
शरीर
the
को
spirit
छोड़ती है,
soul, when it
तो
leaves
इस
this
शरीर
present
को
body,
छोड़ने से पहले
so before that,
दूसरा जो शरीर मिलने वाला है
the
उसको
next body that
निर्धारित
he's
कर
going to
लेती है।
get it, it already decides on that.
मतलब ये शरीर छूटने
So
से
that
पहले
implies
अगले मिलने वाला
before
शरीर हमारा रेडी हो चुका है।
before even you leave this
मतलब
body,
वर्तमान
your
में अभी
next
अनुभव
body
कर
is
रहे हैं,
ready.
हम और
So
आप
in
मिलकर के
present, what are we going?
हम और
We
आप
are
अगले
all are
शरीर की तैयारी कर रहे हैं।
preparing for the next
ये
body.
अगला शरीर कैसा,
So
शरीर तो
how
छोड़ना ही
will
है,
be our next?
इस
Because we are
शरीर को
going
तो
to leave
छोड़ना
this
ही है।
body
एक
anyways
शरीर छूटेगा
or
दूसरा
anyhow.
मिलेगा,
So and we will
वो
get another
दूसरा
body.
शरीर कैसा
But
होगा,
how will
उसकी
be that
तैयारी अभी
like,
वर्तमान में
body?
हम लोग कर
We
रहे
are
हैं।
making the preparation for the
गधे कब
same.
बनेगा,
Whether we'll become a
बैल कब
donkey
मिलेगा,
or a
या
bull,
फिर पार्षद शरीर मिलेगा,
or we
वो
will
यही
get
वर्तमान में
the
तैयारी करेगा।
4-armed form
ये
of the
अगले
Lord.
शरीर की तैयारी है।
So that is
दूसरे शब्दों में
whatever we are doing right
अगला
now is
शरीर बने
preparing
बिना
or laying the foundation of our
छूटता
next
नहीं है।
body. So before we,
जब तक अगला शरीर तैयार न
till
हो,
the point
तब
the
तक
next
ये
body
शरीर
is
नहीं
ready,
छूटेगा।
that till that point we won't be able to leave this
एक
body.
सबसे पहले तो
So
चिंता
he
की
says
बात
that
नहीं है कि
you
तू
should
अगला
not
शरीर
worry
क्यों
at all
छोड़ेगा,
that
क्योंकि
this
अगला
body will be
शरीर
destroyed,
तैयार होगा तभी ये
because
शरीर छूटेगा।
when your next body is ready, only then you will leave this body. But
वो अगला शरीर कैसा मिलेगा,
how or what
वो
type of
हमारे
body we
कर्मों
will
पर
get
निर्भर करता
is
है।
it all depends on our
यहाँ पर दो
providence or
दृष्टांत दिए गए,
actions. So here
बड़ी
2
सूक्ष्म बात
examples
है।
are
आज
given.
का प्रवचन टोटल फिलोसॉफिकल है,
So today's प्रवचन is
और कृष्ण
totally
कृपा से
philosophical.
चर्चा तो बहुत किया हमने, थोड़ा सा सिद्धांत भी समझिए।
So let's understand the
और यहाँ
philosophy
पर दो
today.
दृष्टांत वसुदेव जी ने दिए।
So here 2 examples are
पादयोः
given by Vasudev ji.
व्रजम
First is
तीर्थं पदे केन
our feet.
यथे एकेन गच्छति। अब हम लोग तो ना छोटे स्टेशन तो लेते ही नहीं है।
So we don't take small
आप
stops.
जब चलते हो या कोई
So when
आदमी
you
चलता
walk
है,
or when someone
तो
walks,
उसकी चाल पर आप थोड़ा सा ध्यान दो। मैं ये
so
नहीं
if
कहता हूँ
you
ऐसे शो
just
देखो, तो कल आप दूसरा कुछ शुरू करोगे। लोग कैसे चलते हैं,
observe
वो यहाँ पर
when
एग्जाम्पल दे
people
रहे हैं।
walk. So here
आप
he's giving an
आप
example.
स्वयं या कोई और
He says that
जब अपना एक कदम आगे रखते
when someone keeps
फिर
1 feet
अपना पाँव आगे
forward
रखते हैं, उस अगले उस पाँव, जब तक वो
till
आगे
the
का
point
पाँव
that
धरती पर ठीक से
front
जम न
feet
जाए,
is
तब
not
तक
set
पीछे वाला पाँव
on
ऊपर
the
उठेगा
ground,
नहीं।
they don't raise their second
आगे
leg
का पाँव जब तक ऐसे ऐसे
till the
फिक्स
point
नहीं
the
रहेगा, तब तक
first
पीछे
leg
वाला
is not
पाँव ऊपर नहीं
fixed or
होगा।
feet is not
नहीं तो कैसा
fixed,
होगा, हवा
they
में
will not
उड़ेगा,
raise the second.
जब आगे का भी हवा में पीछे का भी हवा में,
Otherwise,
तो
you
ये
all will be
स्वाभाविक है, इसमें कोई हम
flying
लोग
in the.
ज्यादा दिमाग
So
नहीं लगाते,
we
ये
don't
तो
use much
नेचुरली
of
है कि
wisdom or
आगे का
intellect.
पाँव जब
So
फिक्स
this
होता है
is
तब पीछे का पाँव उठता है।
quite
इसी
obvious that
प्रकार
when we
जब
fix our
आगे का
first
आने
feet,
वाला
then only we
शरीर
will raise
छूटता
the
है ना,
second feet.
तब
So
ये
when
शरीर
we get
छूटता
this
है,
body, then
कुछ नहीं
only you
करते
will
हैं।
get this body. So why are
जैसे
you
आगे
worried?
का पाँव जमा तभी पीछे वाला उठेगा, वैसे आगे का शरीर बना तब ये शरीर छूटेगा। तो शरीर तो तैयार है। फिर दूसरी लाइन में दूसरा दृष्टांत देते हैं, यथा तृण जलो के।
Then he gives another example. He says, "Yatha trina jalo kevam."
આપણે ગુજરાતીમાં ઈયળ, ईयळ 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 आपको पता है, आप में ईयळ होती है, ईयळ ऐसे ऐसे, क्या उसको क्या कहते हैं, जोंक, जोंक होती है ना ईयळ।
So there is a
तो
leech.
वो जोंक, वो ईयळ जो होती हैं, वो पत्ते पर चलती हैं, पांदड़े
It
के ऊपर।
so
उसको आपने
a
ऐसे ऐसे
earthworm
देखा होगा ना,
walks
वो
on a
जोंक,
leaf,
वो
and
ईयळ
if you have seen that how
जब
she
तक
walks across,
दूसरे पत्ते को ठीक से
till the
पकड़ नहीं
point
लेती,
she doesn't hold the
तब तक वो
second leaf
पहले पत्ते को
carefully.
छोड़ती नहीं है।
She doesn't leave the first leaf.
वो पहले पत्ते को तब तक
So
नहीं
the
छोड़ेगी जब तक
caterpillar
दूसरे
holds the
पत्ते को,
first
लीफ
leaf
को
very
ठीक से
firmly
पकड़ती
till
है।
the point
ठीक
she
इसी
is
प्रकार
confident
ये
that
शरीर तब
she
तक नहीं
has
छूटेगा जब तक अगला
got
शरीर नहीं
hold
बनेगा।
of the other leaf.
तो सार ये है
So the
कि
conclusion is
ये शरीर छोड़ने से
that
पहले अगला
before we
शरीर
leave this
निर्माण हो
body,
चुका होता है।
the next
अब
body is
हमारे ऊपर
already
डिपेंड
created,
करता है कि
and it
अगला
depends
शरीर
on
कैसा
us
मिलेगा।
how
मिलने
and
वाला तो
which
है ही,
type
लेकिन
of body
कैसा
we will
देखा
get.
मिलेगा।
So we are going to
सफेद
get
गधा
the
होगा,
body for
हरा या
sure,
काला
but
होगा,
how
बैल का
or what
मिलेगा,
type of
सिपाही
body we are
मनुष्य का,
going to get.
मनुष्य का
So
शरीर,
whether
कि
we'll get
पार्श्वधर
a
शरीर, ये हम पर डिपेंड
body
करता
of a
है। एक पूरा
donkey or
सिद्धांत, एक
a
स्टोरी
bull
सुनाता हूँ,
or a human
एक
or
एक एक कथा है
a
आपको
eternal
सुनाता हूँ।
associate of the Lord.
श्लोक लोग
So
भूल जाओ, कोई बात नहीं, समझ में आता
so
है तो
let
अच्छा
me
है।
share a
एक छोटी
pastime.
सी
If you
कहानी
understood the
सुनाता
verse,
हूँ,
then it's okay. But by this pastime, you
एक
will
राज्य था।
understand this. So there was a kingdom.
क्या था? राज्य। उस राज्य में एक
So
ऐसा
in
नियम
that
था
kingdom, there was
कि
a
हमारे राज्य का
rule
राजा,
that
हम
the
वोट
king,
करेंगे,
we will
राजा
vote
चुनेंगे,
and we will
वो
decide
राजा
who will be the
हमारे
king.
राज्य में पांच
And that
वर्ष तक
king
राज करेगा।
will rule for 5 years.
अब राजा राज करेगा 5 वर्ष, सारी
So the king
पृथ्वी
will
सब
rule
कुछ
for 5.
जानता है।
So he
तो
knows
प्रजा ने
everything.
एक ऐसा डिसीजन लिया कि
So they
जो
took a
राजा पांच
decision
साल
that
तक इस राज्य में राज
whoever
करेगा,
rules for
वो
five
राज
years,
करने के बाद घोर वन में
after
चले
that,
जाना है उसे,
he should
फिर
be
कभी उसे
sent
वापस
to
नहीं आना है,
the deep
उसके
forest
घर
and he
कोई
should not
नहीं,
come back.
घोर वन में चले
He
जाना
has
है।
to leave his family behind and go to
तो इस
the deep
प्रकार का
forest.
नियम था,
So there
और
was
राजा
this
बनते
rule,
गए और घोर वन में
and they
जाते
all
गए,
used to
जाते गए,
become king,
जाते
and
गए।
they all
तो
used
राजा बनना
to.
ये
So
सजा है कि मजा है,
to
ये
become a
समझ में
king
नहीं आ रहा
was
था।
a
5 साल तो
punishment.
मजा है और फिर तो
So
सजा।
or not. So because for 5 years they're
ऐसे
enjoying,
बहुत
but
सौ
after that
वर्ष
they have
बीत
to leave.
गए,
So many
फिर
years
हमारे
passed in
अमृत
this manner.
चर्चा में से किसी को राजा बनाया गया।
So from Amrit
आपने
Charcha,
अमृत
one
को
person
बनाया
was
राजा।
made a king.
कथा सांभળી थी बहु, हाँ? भागवत बहुत सुना था ना,
So he
इसलिए
had
बुद्धिमान
listened
हो चुका है।
Bhagavatam, so he was very
क्योंकि हम लोगों को
intelligent.
तो भागवत के साथ साथ नाना पुराण, निगम आगम सबकी बात होती है ना, तो ज्ञान
Because we
होना
talk
चाहिए।
about so many other
ये ज्ञान
Puranas,
होना चाहिए।
etc. So he became
और
very knowledgeable.
भगवान
So he
उसने
became the king.
बहुत अच्छा शासन
So
किया,
he ruled for
अपनी
five
पूरी
years
प्रजा को प्रसन्न किया।
and
प्रजा
he
को खुश रखा।
satisfied all
उसके
the
साथ
citizens.
उसने क्या किया,
And after that,
प्रजा
what
का तो ध्यान रखा, मतलब
he not
अपनी
only took care of
रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी
the
तो
citizen,
निभाई,
he took care of his
लेकिन इसको डबल
responsibility
ट्रैक
and
में
not
काम
on,
किया। और एक
but
काम
he
किया था,
worked
ध्यान
on
से
double track.
सुनिएगा।
And what he did was,
हमारे
please
जीवन से
listen very
बड़ा सा जुड़ा
carefully.
हुआ
It is
बात है,
attached or
उसने
joined with
उसने
our
डबल
life as
काम
well.
किया। एक तो
So
अपनी
he
प्रजा का
worked
ध्यान, अपना
hard.
कर्तव्य,
He took care of
रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी
all the
अच्छी निभाई।
citizens.
और दूसरा काम क्या किया
And the second thing
कि
he
राज
did
वेतन
was,
से इसे
with
जो भी धन सब कुछ बेनिफिट मिलता
whatever
था,
money and benefit he used
वो
to
सब
get,
घोर वन में ट्रांसफर करने लगा।
he used to transfer to the deep
कारीगर को
forest.
भेजा जहाँ घोर वन में
He
जहाँ मुझे जाने वाला है
sent
वहां पर एक बड़ा महल बना दो,
the laborers there
वहां
to
दुकान
make
बना
a
दो,
palace
पेड़
there,
लगा
make
दो,
a shop
घोड़े
there,
ये वो,
security,
ये जो
everything.
राज्य था ना उससे
So
अच्छा राज्य वहां बना लिया।
he made other
और
kingdom
यहाँ जब
even
उसके
greater than
5
this
साल
one.
खत्म हुए
And when his
तो
5 years
वहां देखो
finished
घोर
here,
वन में जाओ
he said,
तो
you
हंसते
should
हंसते
go to the
घोर वन
river.
में चला
So
गया,
he
क्योंकि यहाँ जो
laughingly
रहता
went
है
there
उसने फ्यूचर
because
उस घोर वन
he
को
has planned his
राज्य से भी
future
अच्छा बना लिया था। ये है
in these
बुद्धिमान।
5 years. So this is the sign of
हम लोग
intelligence,
उस
of
राजा
wisdom.
के समान है,
We are
हमको
also like
वहां
this king.
घोर वन में जाना
After
है,
this death, we are going
पता नहीं
to
कौन सा शरीर
leave.
कैसा जन्म
So we
लेगा,
don't know what
लेकिन
kind
हम
of
लोग डबल
body, and
रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी निभाएंगे।
so we will
प्रजा का ध्यान माने
take care
फैमिली
of the
का,
true
समाज
responsibility.
गृहस्थी का,
We'll
सबकी
take
ध्यान
care of the
रखेंगे
family,
और साथ
etc.
ही
That is
साथ
a citizen,
भगवान की भक्ति
and
करेंगे।
society, etc. And if with that,
तो
if we
हम
perform
एक
devotional service,
अधिक
then
बड़े शरीर का निर्माण कर
we will
लेंगे।
form a
मनुष्य को
greater
मिलने वाला एक
body,
सुंदर
a better
शरीर,
body.
एक सुंदर जन्म का निर्माण कर लेंगे। तो यहाँ पर वसुदेव जी कंस को कहते हैं कि भाई एक
So
दिन
Vasudev ji said that one day we are all going to die. So why are you
ये शरीर
scared?
छूटने से पहले अगला
Because
शरीर
after
नहीं
that,
होता है।
before that,
ओके, तुम यदि
the
देवकी को
other
मारोगे
body
तो
is
गधा
already
बनोगे,
decided.
गधा।
So if you kill
उसके
her,
पाँव
then
छोड़
you will
दो
become a donkey.
और
So
जब भी
it's
मन करे
better you
मरो
should
और
leave her.
अच्छा शरीर
When
प्राप्त करो।
it's your time for you to die, you will die and you will
कंस
get a
थोड़ा
better
थोड़ा
body.
कन्विंस होने लगा,
So
हाँ मैं मानता
Kans
हूँ,
was little bit
लेकिन कंस
convinced,
प्रश्न पूछता है। देखो
but
भगवत गीता
Kansa
पूरा
started
क्वेश्चन
asking
आंसर
questions.
हुआ। एक्चुअली पूछा नहीं लेकिन मैं पूछ रहा
So
हूँ कंस की ओर से।
actually he didn't ask,
मान
but
लो
I'm
कंस
asking
पूछता
on
है
his behalf. So
कि
if
मुझे
Kans
दूसरा
asks
जन्म मिलेगा, चलो मुझे
that
समझ में
I
आ
will
गया,
get another body,
लेकिन
I
दूसरे
understood
जन्म
that.
में मुझे
But in the second
ये सब
birth,
याद रहेगा तो
what
कि
if
मैंने
I remember
मारने
all
का
this?
प्रयास किया,
That
देवकी
I
मुझ
tried to kill Devaki
मैंने इतने सारे लोगों के ऊपर
and
अत्याचार किया,
she will
वो
be
मुझ पर
enemies
हाथ डाले
towards me.
हुए होंगे, हैं?
Everybody will be angry
तो
on
हमारी
me.
कितनी बदनामी होगी, हैं? तो ये तो वैर कभी खत्म नहीं होगा।
So this animosity will never end.
क्योंकि समय का अभाव है,
So I'm not showing this verse,
सार में आपको बता दूं,
but let me
वसुदेव
can
जी ने कहा चिंता
give
मत
you the
करो,
essence. So he said that don't worry.
ये जब दूसरा जन्म मिलेगा ना,
When you will
इस
get the other
जन्म की
body
याद न
or the
तुम्हें
next one,
होगी न किसी और को होगी,
neither you will
क्योंकि
remember that
हमारा
nor
जीवन
anybody else, because
स्वप्न
our
जैसा
life
होता है।
is
वसुदेव
like
जी कहते
a
हैं
dream.
स्वप्ने यथा पश्यति देह मिथ्यते,
Vasudev ji says
हमारा जीवन जो है
our
एक स्वप्न
life
के समान
is
होता है।
like
हम
a
जब रात
dream.
को सोते हैं
When we sleep at
तो
night,
सोते हुए जो स्वप्न देखते हैं,
whatever we
उस
see in
स्वप्न में
our
हम
dreams,
बाहरी दुनिया को भूल जाते हैं,
then at
और
that
एक
time we
नई
forget
सृष्टि, वो एक
our
नया जन्म होता है।
original life. So it is
इसी
like a
प्रकार
new life.
दूसरे जन्म में हम
So
सपने
similarly,
देखते
in
हैं।
next life we will forget
तो कंस
everything.
ने कहा कि
Then
वसुदेव जी
Kansa says
आज तो मैं
that,
राजा
oh
हूँ,
Vasudev ji, today
हर
I am
जगह
the
मेरा
king.
दबदबा है,
Everywhere
यदि आप कहते हो कि एक
people
दिन
are
में
scared of
मरना है,
me. And
मैं
if
मरना
you
नहीं
say that
चाहता,
I
मर
have to
नहीं
die, but
दूंगा,
I don't want to die.
गलत शरीर मिल गया तो
If I get a wrong body, not
मुझे
suitable
कोई
body,
गलत
then
शरीर मिला और वो शरीर मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा
and
तो
if I don't like that body,
वसुदेव जी ने बहुत सुंदर
then
कहा,
Vasudev ji
ये तो
beautifully replies.
आपत्ति देव चोदितम, ये आत्मा जिस जिस
He
शरीर
says
में
this
जाती है,
soul,
उस शरीर में
which
आत्मा
body it
एडजस्ट हो
wins,
जाती है, ध्यान से
the
सुनिएगा,
soul adjusts in that body.
आत्मा जिस जिस शरीर में जाती है उस
In
शरीर में
whatever
एडजस्ट
body
हो
it
जाती है।
enters, it adjusts
आत्मा
itself
को जो भी
accordingly.
शरीर
So
मिलता है
whatever body it
उसे उसी
gets,
शरीर में सुख और आनंद मिलने लगता है।
he starts getting
आपको
happiness in
आपको क्या
that
लगता
body.
है चींटी को
Do you
सुख
think
क्यों है?
that the
जैसे
ant
हमारे जीवन
will
में
not
हम जब
enjoy their
खाना
life?
खाते हैं,
So
बड़ा
when
मीठा
we
मीठा
eat
पास्ता खाते
sweets,
हैं, शादी
etc.,
करते हैं,
so
हमारे
we
जीवन
get
में फेस्टिवल होता है, चींटियों के
happy.
जीवन में नहीं
We
होता है,
celebrate festivals.
उसके
So
जीवन में
don't
भी होता
ants
है,
also celebrate?
मकोड़े के
They
जीवन में
also
भी
have
होता है,
something.
मच्छर के जीवन में भी पार्टी होती
Even
है।
an insect or fly
ये तो
have
भांति
party.
जहां जहां आत्मा जिस
So
जिस शरीर में जाती है
wherever
वो अपना
the
अपना सुख ले लेती है।
soul
महाराज
enters, it takes
कई
its
बार हम
happiness.
मैं
The
अक्सर
reason being,
खास करके भारत
sometimes,
में मुंबई से जब
especially
दिल्ली तक
in
फ्लाइट
Bharat,
होती है ना,
when
तो
the
देखते
flight
हैं कि
takes
कितनी
off,
छोटी छोटी
we see
झोपड़ियां होती है,
there were so
कितने
many
10 बाई 10 5 बाई 5
huts
में लोग रहते हैं।
and
हैं,
people
और हम
live
सोचते हैं कि इतनी
in
दरिद्र
such a
कैसे
miserable condition.
जीवन, ये
We
कैसे
think that
जीते
what
होंगे,
kind of
कैसे
life
रहते
they
होंगे,
are living,
कितने
how they are
दरिद्र लोग हैं।
survivors, they sustain
लेकिन वसुदेव
themselves.
जी बहुत सुंदर बात
But
कहते हैं
Vasudev ji
कि भाई
said
आदमी एडजस्ट हो ही जाता
that a person adjusts
कितना भी
accordingly,
काला आदमी हो,
no matter how
वो
much
कांच के सामने आता है
dark
तो
skin
ये
a
नहीं
person,
सोचता है कि भगवान ने मुझे
when
थोड़ा श्याम
he
वर्ण दिया है, लेकिन मेरा ये फेस
comes in
कट है,
front of the
वो
mirror,
एकदम वो
he thinks
एडजस्ट
that
कर ही लेता है,
although
वो
the
वो
Lord
उसमें अपने
has
आप को खोज ही लेता है।
made me dark
कोई
skin, but
दिखने में बड़ा
he has
कुरूप
given
है,
good features.
तो अपने को कैसे एडजस्ट करता है, मैं दिखने में ऐसे फ्रंट फेस में कुरूप हूँ, लेकिन साइड फेस अपना टॉप
So
नॉच,
somehow they
किसी
just
साइड फेस का
adjust.
आनंद लेता है, किसी ये फेस का आनंद लेता है, दिखने में अच्छा नहीं, वाणी अपनी कितनी अच्छी, कहीं
So
ना कहीं बंदा
how
एडजस्ट
great is
करने
our
लगता
spirit?
है।
So a
इसका
person
कारण है
finds something
आत्मा
good,
का
and the
प्रभाव,
reason is that is because of the
आत्मा
effect
सबसे
of the soul.
आनंदमयी है,
Because this
और ये
soul is
आनंदमयी का
the
थोड़ा
part
सा
and parcel of
प्रभाव
Satchit
शरीर पे
Anand,
पड़ता है,
and
और
its effect
आत्मा
comes
का
on the
ऐसा
body as well.
प्रभाव शरीर पर आने के कारण
And because
जैसे
of
जैसे
that,
शरीर में जाता है एडजस्ट हो जाता है।
whichever body it goes, it
वो
adjusts
मैत्रेय मुनि का लीला
accordingly.
आपको याद है, वेद
Have you
व्यास जी
heard
जा
about
रहे
the
थे, एक
matrimony?
कीड़ा
Vedvasji was
लेक
going
में से
and
लौट रहा था, व्यास जी ने कहा कीड़ा
insect
तू
was
तुझे कौन सी
crawling.
ऑफिस में जाना
He
है,
said that, where are
तेरी
you
कौन सी
to
जॉब
go?
छूटी जा रही है, तू क्यों भाग रहा है।
Why are you running?
भारत वाले मुंबई वाले ट्रेन पकड़ने के लिए ऑफिस पकड़ने भागे, बात अलग है, तू क्यों इतना भाग रहा है। तो कीड़ा बोला मुझे मुझे
So that
टेंशन है,
insect said that
किस
I
बात
am
का, बोले
in
अभी बैलगाड़ी
anxiety.
आएगी और
He
मुझको
said
लेके
that
जाएगी तो मैं मर
if the
जाऊंगा।
bullock cart comes, then
व्यास जी ने कहा
it
तू
will
जिए
kill me.
मरे तुझे
He
क्या
said
फर्क
that
पड़ता है।
whether you
कीड़ा
die
यही
or
बोला
be
कि
alive,
महाराज
then
सभी
what?
लोग
How does it matter? But
अपने
that
अपने
insect
स्थान से
replied
सुख भोगते
that
लेते हैं,
all the people,
नरक में भी सुख भोगते हैं,
all the living entities
नरक में भी
enjoy
सुख
in
है,
whatever
क्योंकि
body
आत्मा
there.
तो नरक में भी
In
है ना,
even in
आत्मा का
hell,
प्रकाश नरक में है,
also
तो
there
फिर नरक
is
में कैसे
happiness.
सुख,
So you might say
क्योंकि
that
उसके
how
दूत
can they
मारते
feel
मारते मारते मारते
the
पीटते हैं, 2 मिनट
the
के लिए जब छोड़ देते हैं तो
associates
समझो
of
कि हाँ
Yamaduta
आनंद आ गया, मजा पड़
beat
गया,
them mercilessly, but
तो
when
वहां
they
सुख ले
take
लेता है।
a break
तो ये
for a
आत्मा
moment,
है, आत्मा
at
का
that time
प्रकाश और
they
प्रभाव
take
सुखमय
that
ही तो है।
pleasure, because that is
तो
the
वसुदेव जी
nature
कहते हैं कि
of
भाई
the
तू
soul
ऐसा
to
कर
find
लीजिएगा।
bliss or
इस
happiness.
प्रकार से
So
वसुदेव जी को ऐसा
Vasudevji is
समझाया,
saying that you will
कौन
adjust
समझाए
according to the
कौन
body.
समझाए,
And after a
कंस
great
तो मानने
council,
वाला था नहीं,
but Kansa
तो
was
अंत में
not deterred
वसुदेव जी ने
to
कहा कि महाराज
understand.
मुझे कोई गीता
Ultimately,
प्रवचन
Vasudevji
ना
said that
सुनाओ, लेकिन
although
आपकी
you
पत्नी
might not
कहती है
agree
8
with
बच्चे
whatever
हैं,
I say,
यही प्रॉब्लम है ना,
but you
तो मैं
have
आपको
problem with
वादा
her
करता
eight
हूँ 8 नहीं,
child, I
देवकी
promise
के
you
गर्भ
that
से जितने भी संतान जन्म लेंगे
all the
मैं
children
आपको
born
सौंप
out of
दूंगा।
Devaki's womb,
और कंस
I
नहीं
will
जानता कि वसुदेव कभी
surrender
झूठ
to
नहीं
you.
बोलेंगे,
And Kansa was aware that
तो
Vasudevji never
कंस
lies.
ने कहा तो ठीक है मैं
So
आपको
he
छोड़
said,
देता हूँ,
okay, I will leave
जैसे ही
her,
तुम्हारे बच्चे होंगे
but
जितने
as
भी
soon
होंगे
as you
मुझे
get
सौंप
the
देना।
child, you should
फिर
just
कंस
give
गया,
it them to
कंस
me.
नीचे उतर गया,
And they
और
agreed.
वसुदेव जी
Kansa
देवकी
came
को
down,
लेकर वहां से चले
and
गए। तो
Vasudevji
इस प्रकार से
started
बहुत
with
सुंदर
Devaki towards his home.
प्रवचन का शेष भाग जो है ना मैं कल बता दूंगा,
So I
लेकिन इस
will
प्रकार से
share the
वसुदेव जी
next
ने
part
पूरा
tomorrow.
सब संभाल लिया और
So
देवकी
in
जी
this
रहती।
way,
एक प्रश्न छूट गया है कि
Vasudevji
वसुदेव जी
vanished.
ने
So there was one
ऐसे कैसे कह
question
दिया
that why did
कि मैं
Vasudevji
सारे
said
बच्चे आपको दे दूंगा,
that I will
और
give
वसुदेव
all
जी
my
की दया
children?
नहीं आई।
Was Vasudevji
तो
not
मारने
merciful?
के लिए कंस को वादा करता है।
Why he will give his own
तो इस पर 2 पद
children
सुखदेव
to be
गोस्वामी
killed
कहते हैं कि
by
आपने क्या
Kansa?
सोचा।
So
इस
Shukdev
बात को भी
Goswami
आप सभी भक्त
covered
बनेंगे।
that into
हम धीरे
verses
धीरे
which we will discuss
कृष्ण जन्म
tomorrow.
की ओर आगे
So
बढ़
we
रहे
are
हैं,
gradually progressing
कृष्ण
towards the
फिलोसॉफी की
birth
कथा
of
लीलाओं को
the Lord,
सुनते हुए जैसे
listening to the
जैसे आगे
pastimes and
बढ़ना था
taking
उसी उसी
philosophy
में
with
हम आगे बढ़
us.
रहे हैं, और आप
So
सभी
we are
भक्त बड़े
moving
धैर्य से
forward. So you
इस
all
कथा
have
को
been listening
श्रवण
with
कर
great
रहे हैं।
patience and
आप
love.
सभी भक्तों का
So
धन्यवाद
I'm really
और
thankful to
विशेष
all
रूप
of
से
you. And I especially
हमारे
want to
परिवार
thank
को
the
केरल
Patel
से
family from
श्री
Canada,
अल्पेश कुमार
Shri
पटेल,
Alpesh Kumar
नैनाबेन
Patel
पटेल,
ji, Nenaben
जिन्होंने इस
Patel,
कथा का आयोजन किया,
who have organized this
और
katha,
कृष्ण
Om
आप
and
सबका
Krishna.
धन्यवाद।
I'm really thankful to
जय
all of
जयकार
you.
के साथ
So let's conclude
इस जन्माष्टमी
the
महामहोत्सव के पंचम दिन
fifth
की
day
शुरुआत
session of this Janmashtami celebration with Jai Jaikar.
सत्यव्रज श्रीमद् भागवतम महापुराण